This is a Miami Sports Music Podcast Network production. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and we are live right now on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network, home of the #1 Miami fan morning show, CLOCKBLOCKERS, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network again. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am your host, Stephen D. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Stephen D SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Although today is Wildin' Out Wednesday, I'm sure it's going to get crazy this morning. Want to give a big shout out to my producer, Roach. Roach, what's going on, brother? How are you?
I didn't even know I was on camera, bro. I could have been doing some crazy stuff.
I know. You could have been picking your nose or anything like that.
Right?
Hey, why don't you go ahead and play some music in the background while I do the rundown this morning? All right. Hey, look, if you want to follow Miami Sports Music on all social media platforms, you can do that at Miami Sports Music or at MIA Sports Music on Twitter. You can also, hey, if you haven't done so already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Those are things that we definitely need.
Then leave a comment after the show.
Yeah, leave a comment after the show. Be like, today's show was horrible, or today's show was amazing, or Steven's the best looking guy on the panel, or Roach is the best looking guy on the panel. Whatever one you think. It doesn't matter. We know.
Or Roach is smarter than Steven.
I mean, that's not true, but that's neither here or there. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you all do that. Also, hey, look, if you want to sign up and become a member of the family, make sure you guys do that. That is a really awesome thing to do when you guys sign up and become a member of the family. We're going to be doing some cool stuff this year for members only. I'd love to get 5 new members today. Can I get 5 new members to the channel today?
How much does it cost to become a member? It's cheap, right?
Well, there's 3 different tiers. You have DWA for life, or DWA loyalty and DWA for life, or DWA for life and DWA loyalty. So there's 3 different tiers. So make sure you guys check it out. As a matter of fact, here's what I will do. I will put into the chat the link for you to sign up and become a member today.
Is it cheaper than Netflix?
It's cheaper than Netflix.
Cheaper than a pack of cigarettes?
Cheaper than a pack of cigarettes.
Oh my God.
I was waiting for anything else. I didn't know if you had anything else there.
I don't know how much they cost, so I didn't know how low to go.
Me neither. Also, if you want to help the channel grow by donating, there's a few different ways you can do that. You can use the YouTube live super chat, which is the $ right below the bottom of the chat. And if you're rewatching us on replay, which I hope you are, because you watched it live, and then you're like, you know what, it was so good today, I got to listen to the whole show again. You guys go ahead and you guys listen to it on replay, and there's a thing called a YouTube Super Thanks, which is a heart sign that has a $ in the middle. Use it. Use the YouTube Super Thanks. It's all there to help the channel grow. Okay? Make sure you guys do that. You can also use Cash App and PayPal. You guys can use Cash App, which is $MSM Podcast Network. You can help the channel grow that way, or use the QR code right on the screen that you see right here. Or you can use PayPal, which is also MSM Podcast Network. And you can use the QR code on the screen right here. Either way.
Can they buy merch too?
They can buy merch. You guys go in the description below. There's merch there from the DWA store. You can get DWA gear. Some tight DWA gear. I don't have my hat next to me. Otherwise,
we need to see a QVC presentation.
I know. Well, we'll have to do that next time. We'll do it on another
when
show.
I get some, I'll wear it. I'll show it.
Hey, I talked to Solo yesterday. You'll be getting some in the next week and a half.
Oh,
2 weeks. Maybe a little bit further than that, because Solo takes forever to ship stuff out.
That's cool, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, it's going to be good times. Hey, want to give a big shout out to our sponsors of the show, ZSM Sports. ZSM Sports specializes in sports memorabilia, cards, jerseys, balls, and hard-to-find items. ZSM Sports is your place to get it. You can follow ZSM Sports on SportsZSM on Instagram and at ZSM_sports on Twitter. Make sure you also follow him on their Facebook group, too. He just had some pretty cool, awesome, amazing signings. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you exactly what he said because I was talking with him yesterday. He said...
Now, you go to the website or Facebook, and you buy it off of Facebook. Is that what you do?
You get so he does everything through his social media pages, which I think is a really cool thing to do. He just had a Solvent Ahmed signing, so he's got a lot of Solvent Ahmed stuff. If you guys want to go check it out, go to his Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages.
He's had future superstar Holland do stuff too, right?
I know he's got a buttload of Javon Holland stuff. He's got Christian Wilkins.
Yep.
He does a lot of stuff with a lot of the players. So ZSM Sports, make sure you go check him out. Also, hey, look, if you're hungry, you want something to eat, go to Hangry Owls. Hangry Owls in Pembroke Pines. Good food, good mood, craft subs and salads. Hangry Owls is the place to be. It's at 16606 Sheridan Street in Pembroke Pines, Florida. And you can give them a call at 305-279-5332. Make sure you give them the code word SKPL to get $3 off of your subs. And if you go on Friday, you get $6 off of your subs. Mm-hmm. That's right, 6.
He's in the fantasy league.
6. He is. He Aldo's the one who drafted Tua Tagovailoa.
That'd be cool prize.
Pick. That's a real fan right there. Go support that man.
If the fantasy football winner got his own, he gets to create his own sub for the menu for the year. That'd be
you guys
cool.
Want a cool sub on the menu? The Spread Kindness sub.
Spread Kindness.
Spread Kindness sub is on the menu at.
You don't think nobody would order a Roach sub?
Probably not.
No?
But a Spread Kindness sub they might order. Follow Hangry Owls on Facebook and Instagram at HANGRYALS. And then last but not least, but certainly not least, the best, the title sponsor of the show. People who have been here since almost day one of this show, Tailgreeter. Tailgreeter is absolutely amazing. If you have a Apple or Android device, you can go ahead and download it on your current Apple or Android device. It's a free app, doesn't cost anything. Roach with his Crapple computer there. That's okay. Team Android all day. Let's go. Download the app. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Okay? If you want to go to some awesome tailgates this year at East 32 Dolphins Tailgate, the best tailgate in Miami, make sure you go to tailgreeter.com and download the app, and that way you can buy your tickets to it. All you can eat, all you can drink, good food. I was about to say good food, good mood. I was about to do Hangry Owls thing, but East 32, it's awesome times. Make sure you guys do that, all right? And if you want to go to Baltimore this year, I will let you know we still have tailgates. We got about 35 tailgate tickets left. 35 tailgate tickets left to the Saturday Tailgater VIP tailgate on Sunday in Baltimore for the Baltimore Beatdown.
Look at that Jimmy's.
I know it's going to be awesome.
Dude, you could tell I'm hungry, right? Because I'm like,
I know. You're just talking about food. I get it. And hey, don't forget Saturday night before it, we're doing a Saturday night meet and greet at Jimmy's Famous Seafood. It's 6526 Halliburton Avenue in Baltimore. It's going to be good times that whole weekend. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. All right, today is Wildin' Out Wednesday. It is a show made by the fan for the fans, and it is all about the fans. I'm going to do a little bit of a roster breakdown and 53-man roster reaction, talk about Byron Jones here a little bit, and then I'll bring you all on. But before I get started, let me just ask, Roche, how was your birthday, man?
Dinner sucked, or lunch sucked, I should say.
Oh.
We went to Outback Steakhouse. Get my
I thought you were going to IHOP.
Yeah, both. She said bloomin' onion, and I was just like,
sold.
Submit.
Done.
I submit.
Let's go.
I get there, it's burnt. But I'm like,
how do you burn a bloomin' onion? That's crazy.
Hey,
Big Dougie B, sign back up. He's a member again. He's part of the family.
I bet the cooks, I think if you go get an early cook at a restaurant that's known for dinner, you're probably not going to get the best cook on the staff. You know what I mean? And if anybody out there is a morning cook, I apologize. But you're probably there for breakfast, so it's probably
Elise. Notice.
So that was burnt. And then they have this new chicken, it's called fried chicken, but it's battered with the same thing as the bloomin' onion and has the bloomin' onion sauce on it.
Notice said her birthday sucked too.
And that was gross. Was it? Oh, was her birthday too?
Was it your birthday yesterday, Notice? Matter of fact, I don't know what you're doing right now, Notice, but you know what I'm gonna do? Notice is in Mexico.
And
say hi to her real quick.
Wait, where?
Mexico.
Oh, okay. I
sent you the link, Notice, on Facebook. So have her come on and say hello real quick.
You ever been to Mexico?
I've not been to Mexico. I want to go.
I have. It was on accident.
Oh no, that's a lie. I have been. I went to that lies. Definitely just told you straight lies. I went to where did I go to? It wasn't Cabo. It was Cancun. I went to Cancun.
Oh, you went to the fancy spot.
I went to the fancy spot. I didn't go
So,
out of my
I was in
resort.
San Diego.
So technically, I guess you could say no, I haven't been because I didn't leave the resort.
So
safety of the resort.
you're gonna love this. This is this is what happened to me. I came back from Afghanistan it was a year over there, right?
Yeah.
First day in the United States, I'm in San Diego. Go to a McDonald's, get robbed at gunpoint. First day back.
Wow.
Then we go get in the car.
Thank you.
And we go home. Well, we missed the last exit, first time in San Diego. And after last exit is Mexico. So I had to go through the thing, do the turnaround, come back. So I was in Mexico. But welcome back to America.
Welcome back to America. America. Nonus says, I'm in bed, not feeling good. Oh, Nonus, feel better. Feel better, Nonus. You don't have to come on. That's okay. You enjoy the show. You just enjoy the show, Nonus.
That's awesome. Worldwide fans, man.
I know. I love it. Right?
What happened to our German guy?
Franzi. I know Franzi is still loyal. He's just been busy. He's been busy.
We miss you,
Worked.
man.
And then we got my man Wobeck in New Zealand.
Mm.
I know, man. We are worldwide. I didn't even think about that. Worldwide. You guys should come to Chichiwawa. Always welcome. He got a job. Level 2 Noob said. He got a job. He out here working. He's not like us. He out here working.
Well, and then I ended the night watching a movie called Samaritan with my wife.
Good movie. Seen it.
Oh my dude.
Really good movie.
I'm not going to get into it because I can talk about it for hours.
Yep. Good movie though. Definitely good movie. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Yesterday was good times. Really good times. Let me profile. Here we go. Let me pull up the initial 53-man roster.
Matt Stafford out here throwing 100-yard bombs, bro.
Don't get the people started. Don't get the people started.
You didn't see the video?
I did.
It's a little fake football, but
I know. All right, Miami Sports Music's initial 53-man Miami Dolphins 53-man roster. So, yesterday this kind of all the 53-man roster was released, and we did a lot of it on the show, but we're going to go through it step by step. One person that you don't see up here that we're going to talk about real quick is Byron Jones. Byron Jones was not up here. I think we knew he probably wasn't going to be here for the first 2 weeks. And hey, Stephen D, I actually upgraded my membership from life to loyalty. That's what I'm talking about. Big Dougie B out here,
Moving
upgrade his
up.
membership, my guy.
moving on up.
Byron Jones, for me, I knew he wasn't going to play the first 2 weeks. I knew that, just in my back of my mind. I was like, dude, he's not going to play the first 2 weeks.
This
But
happened before,
I was hoping
right?
he would be there, but yeah, it is. But I was hoping he'd be there for Buffalo. But let me tell you what kind of changed my mind yesterday to be like, you know what? It is what it is, right? I would say that 20 minutes later, and nobody else is talking about this, Tre'Davious White for the Buffalo Bills, he went down on the PUP list for the first 4.
You're not happy about that. though.
I feel like they cancel out.
You're not happy about it, but it's like this. But you'll take the reward.
100%, right? Like, I looked at it as I knew that we could live without him for the New England and the Baltimore game. I was like, you know what? I feel like it is what it is, but I really want him there for Buffalo. And then, I looked at it and I was like, well, Tre'Davious White now is missing, so I feel like that cancels out.
So if Buffalo goes and picks up like Joe Hayden, you gonna be mad that we didn't do it?
Because
I was thinking about this.
I would.
And we were talking about Noah being the lockdown slot guy, right?
Yeah. Well,
is he?
I don't know. If
or not Noah. I meant
Noah being.
I meant Nick
lockdown.
Needham. Sorry, I meant Nick Needham.
Say Noah being the lockdown. Hold
so
on.
Nick Needham, you said he's in the slot, and I'm like, okay, well, so if we put Noah on the edge where Byron is, right?
Correct.
And then if you take that, you reverse it, and you put Noah in the slot, move Nick off to the side. Which one do you think is altogether going to give us the best protection? I'm almost thinking that Nick Needham is so much better. Him being on the outside and putting Noah in the slot.
Here's where it comes down to with Buffalo, right? In that third game. Stop Stephon Diggs. You stop Stephon Diggs, I feel like it gives us a shot to win. And so we just need to lock down.
Well, I don't know, man. Beasley tore us up that one game.
He did. Look, Buffalo. Here's the thing about the Buffalo game when it comes down to it.
That name is burned into me.
Weeks, if we walk out of the first 2 weeks 1-1, right? I think we're going to go 2-0. I really do. We walk out of the first 2 weeks 1-1 minimum. That third game is such a big test for us, and I think it'll put us where this team is currently at, right? I think the first 2 games are going to be good buildups. Okay, you got New England. We take care of them. Baltimore's better than New England. How do we play them? If we come out of there with 2 wins, and then it's a good buildup to Buffalo. It's a great buildup to Buffalo. And let's say we lose a close one to Buffalo, whatever that may be. Or we win and we finally beat Buffalo and we finally get there. Either way, win or lose in Buffalo, I think it'll give us either the confidence or it'll give us the motivation we need to not lose that following Thursday night in Cincinnati. Because I feel like, okay, if we beat Buffalo, we could definitely beat Cincinnati. Or if we beat Buffalo, we're like, one thing we're not going to do is lose to Cincinnati. We're not going to do that.
Is Burrow going to be back by then from his appendix surgery?
I'm not sure. I believe he will be. I think that's still kind of up in the air.
When I was looking at the fantasy stuff for the draft, I was reading that he might not even be there week 1. Right?
I'm not sure about Burrow, but I mean, I'll wait till week 4.
So that's a big difference if he's in there or not. You know what I mean?
I mean, night and day difference, right? But I want to face him with Burrow. I want to know how good we really are.
You want to gauge yourself early.
If we walk out of there 3-1 after the first 4, like, don't talk to me. We're one of the best teams in the AFC. We walk out of there 2-2. Okay, we're right where I think we should be. We walk out of there 1-3. I'm disappointed. We walk out of there 0-4. Not good. Not good. Alarms. But if you're asking me after the first 4 games, I believe we're sitting 3-1.
3-1.
Because I until we beat Buffalo, I can't put Buffalo as a win. I just can't. I've tried to do it. I can't do it.
And I think we know that our defense can shut down the Ravens.
I'm not worried about
Baltimore. You know what I mean?
I promise you I'm not worried about Baltimore.
And so
I live here, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody was saying they had re-signed a secondary guy named Tony Jefferson, right?
Okay.
Who I met a few times. Good guy, right? And everybody's like, oh, Tony's back. He's going to make our secondary so much better. They cut him. He didn't make the 53. So if fans were like all about Tony being the best person that they had and he didn't even make it, like, I don't know what that says about their talent evaluation from a fan standpoint, from a fan point of view. But I'm not scared of Baltimore. I'm just not. They're not the same team that they were the last few years. And you know, we faced them injury prone last year, and I get that. And maybe that's where some of my confidence comes from because we took care of business in the second half against them and an injury led. I mean, they were injured. The majority of their team was injured when we played them last year.
From what we've seen them do to other teams, you know what I mean, with those same injuries.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not.
Now,
so
I was pretty pumped though when we did that to them, dude. It made me feel better about the year.
Man, you and I both. I was there. I was sitting with Dolph Freaky, first row in the deep end. What was times?
Now your mindset walking in, were you a little nervous
for that game? Well, we had just come off the Houston game, and it was an ugly win. And Jacoby Brissett had thrown like 4 interceptions. I feel like 3 interceptions. It was an ugly, ugly win, and yeah, but
that was like the turning point. You know what I mean? It was like I felt to me that was a turning point for our defense.
Yeah, I think
like just took it up another level. You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, that game. I just love the calls. I hope we do those calls. I hope like we had this.
What we did last year on Thursday night against
them? Yeah, like when it was like the coaches didn't give a crap that they might torch us over the top. Like we're coming at you.
Omar Castro, I was at that game too.
Yeah, it was like
last 6 times the Dolphins have faced Baltimore, either here or there. I've pretty much been there, and they
basically had a bunch of Dan Campbells on the field biting kneecaps off.
Except for last year,
is what we had that night.
Well, gonna be all right. We're gonna be fine.
And that's what I want.
He
I want that
this
for every
is a
game.
Homer fest. This is not a Homer fest. Like, so here's you know what's so funny about that Cliff? Let me explain.
Why is it a Homer fest? Because we're talking about our defense.
So no, this is my problem. All right. So I'm gonna say something to Cliff, and I'm gonna say something. I don't know what Lewis is saying, but I'm gonna find out. Lewis, when are we gonna take our Homer hats off and be real? Okay. I don't know what he's saying, but I'm assuming he's saying I have a Homer hat on right now. That's fine. Here's what, of course, Lewis, they only want Homers talking. See, that's fine. Y'all can say that.
I'm so confused. Like, what did we say that's so
No.
I'm really confused.
Let me explain a couple things to y'all. Number one, I think the Miami Dolphins are for real. I do. We're going to break down our 53-man roster here in a minute, and I'm going to explain to you why. Okay. Up front, I'm very confident. Starters, very confident. When we're letting people go, like Lynn Bowden, when we're letting people go, you know, that have been released, where I'm scratching my head, I'm like, what? This is interesting. We have 5 wide receivers. What confident team does that? Raise your hand. If you have a confident team, you don't go with 5 wide receivers. If you don't have a confident team, you don't go with 5 wide receivers. This is probably the biggest Homer YouTube channel. That's fine. Y'all can.
So we're the biggest Dolphin fans? Is that what he's saying?
I mean, that could be what he's saying, but let me explain to you something. If the Miami Dolphins, after the first 4 games, are 3-1, and my prediction is correct, are you going to come to me and still say I'm a Homer fest, or are you going to be like, you know what, Steven? You hit the nail on the head. You were 100% right. Well, you're not going to come do that. You're not going to.
If this is a Homer fest show, then they obviously have been listening to my takes.
Roach dogs them all the time. We go back and forth on it. Are you kidding me?
I said we were going to lose to the Patriots, bro.
Now you've changed your mind since then.
I did. Because
I talked you into it.
Well, no, the preseason game talked me into it.
Well, I'm telling you right now, we're going to kill them week 1. All right, let's go through the offensive line, because he says, I love the energy, Steven, but you do overlook some crap.
Oh, you guys are just talking about Steven. Okay.
That's fine.
I'm on board then. I'll jump on the train.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, real quick. Let's go over this 53-man, and then I'll bring you guys on afterwards. Okay. All right. Tua, Teddy, Skyler. They ended up going with 3. We knew Skyler was going to make the roster. There's nothing there. I still think that Teddy, in my opinion, I understand the $6.5 million cap hit, and I think that is the reason he's on the 53-man, along with him being a veteran quarterback. Do you agree that's probably why Teddy's here, the 6.5, and he has been in the league for a while?
That's got to be the only reason.
He did, because he definitely didn't play good enough to make it.
Like, what other reason could there be?
Yeah.
After that press conference with Greer and McDaniels, like, there's no doubt what they think of Skyler. You know what I mean?
Well, it was funny in the press conference, and I didn't get the chance to watch the whole thing, but they were saying that teams were saying they'd be stupid if they traded Skyler, and one of them said, "I guess we're not in the business of being of being stupid."
Yeah, like,
and in my mind, when I heard that, I'm like, well, let's go back through our last 25 years and I think we have been in that business for a while.
I know this is gonna piss people off, but do you not think the team's evaluating Tua this year with all these weapons? This is his last year of evaluation, I think. So before an evaluation, you found a guy who, like, hey man, this might be a dude, but if this guy don't work out, here we go, right? I mean,
okay.
Is that fair? I'm saying the season's the evaluation. He does good. Skyler will stay a backup till he gets to a point where we have to re-sign him.
Well, I don't even think that. I mean,
or the trade is offered.
My hope is that Tua balls out this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then next off season, Teddy's gone. Skyler comes in, has a awesome preseason again.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, we get to trade Skyler for a 2nd-round pick. You know, maybe not next year, but the year after, 2 years.
His third year.
Because his hype is so big.
Yeah, I would. If Skyler ain't starting here, I think if he shows it the next 2 years, he deserves to be traded to a team that's going to play him. give him a shot.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. All right, running back rooms now. Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert. Nobody had any arguments. I think we all knew that there. Myles Gaskin, Salvin Ahmed, and Alec Ingold, who is a fullback, but he is in the running back room. So Myles Gaskin, I said at the beginning of training camp, I was like, there's no way he makes this team. No way he makes it. He played a good preseason, and I would have to say that in my eyes, I see that he's been the best blocking running back so far this preseason. So I think his blocking skills, along with his last game where he did really good, and obviously he's been on this team and he's a veteran on this team. I think that's part of the reason why Myles deserved to make it. He deserved to make it. And Ahmed deserved to make it.
Right.
But let me tell you, there's some speed between Salvin Ahmed, Raheem Mostert, and Chase Edmonds. Some speed in that backfield, right?
And also you got to think of the stuff the coaches look at in the film room.
Yeah.
Like when they're evaluating, and maybe Gaskins, the way he watches film or the way he prepares for games, maybe that's a better fit. It helps that. So Gaskins or somebody in a room, like you take like a Tyreek Hill, he's the leader of that room, right?
Yeah.
So
Gaskin is probably the leader of the running back.
I would assume.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point.
Like,
you know,
he might be a good teammate. You know, like he's good enough to be on the team. He's a great teammate, and that overrides
point blank.
Else.
He played good enough to make this team, and so did Salvin. They both played good enough to make this team.
Yeah.
Okay, now Chase Edmonds and Raheem Mostert are going to get a big portion of the carries this year, and my hope for them, fingers crossed, just be healthy, guys. I just want Chase and Raheem to be healthy this year. That's it. That is my biggest thing for them. Be healthy, and we will produce. That's what I feel about the running back room. And Alec Ingold, who I'm going to skip over wide receivers and come back to it here in a minute, is going to play fullback and tight end, I believe. Okay, he's going to play a combination of both, just based on what I saw from Kyle Juszczyk the last couple of years in San Francisco. I believe that Ingold's going to be that guy for us here in Miami. And so you look at the tight end room, you got Mike Gesicki, you got Durham Smythe, you got Hunter Long, you got Ethan Carter, and you got Tanner Connor. Tanner Connor is the surprise make of the 53. He is the surprise make. Totally thought he would be cut. Totally thought, I'm just very, but I think the hype is real on him.
So basically, we're going to have the same 3 tight ends throughout the year.
Well, that yes and no, but I was very surprised because you know what? I'll even put the receivers, right? Because we could talk about receivers and tight end both. They ended up going with 5 wide receivers, which I never saw any. There was no roster prediction, no 50. Nobody in our Miami Dolphins content world had the Dolphins going 5 wide receivers. Nobody saw that. We all said 6, maybe even 7. Right? So we go Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Eric Ezukama, and then Trent Sherfield, which all, by the way, we knew were making this team. We said everybody after Sherfield would be a question mark. And the 2 guys we thought were for that 6th spot were Lynn Bowden, right, and River Craycraft. And we said it's going to be one of those 2 guys. It's going to be one of those 2 guys. And the only thing that I can think with them going 5 wide receivers is 2 reasons. Number 1, they have a lot of faith in Jalen Waddle and Tyreek getting a lot of the snaps this year, right? And then they're just so good, at the top. And then the second person the second thing that they have to think too, right? There's actually 3 things. Then the second thing they have to think too is, well, Gesicki can play from the wide receiver role. Although we didn't see it a lot in preseason, he can, right? So Gesicki essentially could be our 6th wide receiver. He could be. And he's a playmaker, and we know that. And if he's not playing from the tight end position and he is playing from the wide receiver slot, I'm all good with that. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Especially if Durham Smythe and Ethan Carter are getting majority of the stacks. I hope Hunter Long does well. I want to see him do well. But again, I think Durham Smythe is the best tight end tight end that encompasses everything that a tight end should do. Durham Smythe is hands down the best tight end we have on this team. Playmaker, Gesicki, hands down, by far and away.
Right.
In the tight end room.
He's a better football player, just not a better tight end.
Now, I will also say this. One of these guys in the tight end room could still get cut if we bring in somebody else as a free agent. And Tanner Conner would probably be that guy.
If we bring in somebody as a free agent, it better not be a tight end. It better be a corner.
No.
That's where I'm at.
Or
that center.
Tanner Conner would be the guy who would get released for whoever we bring in.
Yep. Bring in a corner or a center. That's what I want.
Yeah. That would be what I would think, right?
Yeah. If that happened.
Offensive line. Teron Armstead, Connor Williams, Austin Jackson, Robert Jones, Michael Dieter, Robert Hunt, Liam Eichenberg, Greg Little. No surprises really at all here. Greg Little, I thought, had a really good not a really good, but he played well enough to make the team in the third preseason game. Larnell Coleman was one that I was very nervous about because he got so much playing time in the first two games that I'm like, oh man, and he didn't really stand out to me. So good luck to him in his future, but he was one I was glad did not make it. And it also showed me as well because Robert Jones didn't make it, or not Robert Jones. Right. I can't remember the other guy who got cut, but it shows me that they are working with this. Matt Applebaum is actively trying to make these people better. They're actively trying to get them better. All right.
The chat is wilding out, bro.
I know. I'm trying to keep up with it. I can't. I just want to go through the 53 and then bring people up on the panel. I know. Chat's its own world. I love the chat. That's why Clock Blockers is the #1 Miami fan morning show. You got the chat. You got the panel.
They cut Smith and Coleman.
Okay. Well, they went with the name
8. You were looking for?
I think so. They went with 8, right? They went with 8 offensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They went with 8 offensive linemen.
But what's that new center, Lynchburg, that's free right now?
There's a lot of people that got cut.
So how does that work? If they got cut, like, does it go off your previous record? Gets the first shot at them?
The Miami Dolphins, I think, are the number 15 or 16 team in the waiver wire.
Okay, so that means there's 14 teams ahead of us that get to decide if they want them first.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And you got to remember, not everybody's going to put in a waiver. It's going to be teams.
That's the guy I would put in a waiver on.
If you feel that confident that person. So, I mean, look, it's about talent evaluation, right? It's about scouting. You're looking at game film. You're trying to get the, hey, how was this person?
I can't say that I know anything about his game film because I probably never watched him. I probably seen him on a Sunday, but never stared at a center for another team,
Yeah, that's true.
But I hear the name a lot. And generally when you hear a name, it's either good or bad. And I specifically have heard this name about him being a good center. So
well, I mean,
that's
look,
all I'm going by.
I said Miami would have 2 post 53-man additions, and I'm still sticking to that. I still think the Dolphins will go after 2 people, and I think right now the bubble guys currently as is are Tanner Conner and maybe somebody at the bottom of this offensive line depth chart if they wanted to upgrade at O-line, right? So I think I still. This is the initial fit. That's why I said initial 53-man roster.
Right.
All right, defensive line. Emmanuel Ogbah, Raekwon Davis, Christian Wilkins, Zach Seiler, John Jenkins. John Jenkins did more than enough to make this football team, and I'm so happy and excited that he's on this team. I think this is the best our defensive line has looked in a very long time. I love the depth. Ogbah, Raekwon, Christian, Zach Seiler's a beast. I love Seiler. And
they're all cheaper than Sue put together.
No, that's true. They are cheaper than Ndamukong Suh was for us back in the day. You are 100% right about that.
Is that nuts? That's crazy.
It is, man. Although Ndamukong Suh is still out there as a pending free agent, just so y'all know. Wow. He can come here and get the league veteran minimum. But he got all that money from us. He don't need it.
I'm
currently very happy with the defensive line constructed as is. My hope for them is stop the run. We've had trouble in past years of stopping the run. And I believe we can win football games no matter what's going on as long as the Miami Dolphins stop the run. Point blank. Right? You agree with that?
Yeah.
Yep. Linebackers. We kept 9 linebackers, and rightfully so, because I believe all of these people were good enough to make the team, unless you ask Von Joe, who there's one person in particular he doesn't like. But that's
who doesn't he like again?
Landon Roberts. But the linebackers are Jerome Baker, Channing Tindall, Melvin Ingram, Jalen Phillips, Andrew Van Ginkel, my brother from another mother, Sam Iguavon.
So
love Sam. So
the bright white dots, those are starters?
No. There's if you see bright white, that they
just my screen messing up.
Yeah. No. Landon Roberts, Duke Riley, and Trey Flowers. There are some people in the fan base that said Tyndall is a rookie. Let the guy develop. He will get better, guys. Tyndall's still developing. So I'm not even going to talk about it because Tyndall's still developing. If you want to talk about a Landon Roberts, I can see why some people think, they're kind of, he's limited or what he can do or what he can't do. I get why some people think Sammy Guavon is Mr. August, but I also think he hasn't had enough snaps during the regular season. And when he does get in, he looks good. The only person that I really am upset that didn't make it, that I thought deserved to make it, was Cameron Good. Cameron Good, I think, is probably the player that deserved to make the 53 the most. So didn't make it. And the only reason he didn't is because the linebacking room is freaking stacked. That's it.
So where do you see Tyndall coming in during games?
I don't know
right now. Are you thinking guaranteed runs, guaranteed passes?
Mark wants to know Jalen Phillips over under 15 sacks. Don't worry, Steven. It's not a bet. Oh, over. I would take the over all day if I was a betting man, which I'm not.
Who's going to be leading in sacks, though?
Jalen Phillips. Jalen Phillips is going to lead the NFL in sacks this year.
Ooh.
Yeah, I said it. Jalen Phillips is – now, if that's a homer pick, so be it, but I don't care. To answer your question, Tyndall is going to be worked into this defensive scheme, right? Do I exactly know where he's going to play a lot in this offense, in this defense? No, I don't. I don't know if he'll come in on second downs or third downs. I don't think he'll get as many snaps as we think in the beginning of the year. But I do think that once he shows some life, he's somebody that has the possibility of being big all day.
I just want guys that are going to fly around the field. You know what I mean?
What people want is they want an upgrade of Jerome Baker, right? Rightfully so. Get that, understand it, right? And they want what we want at the end of the day is we want a Zach Thomas again. Now I don't think Tyndall's Zach, but I think he can be a really good linebacker.
But it's hard though when you have a guy like X. Sooner, if Phillips turns out to be a guy, you got to pay him. Emmanuel Ogbah.
Again, I told you,
there's only so many guys.
Don't worry about the pay right now. Right now, I'm worried about this year. I'm worried about right now. And right now, this team as is, there's a reason that a guy like Cameron Good isn't making it because this linebacking group is already stacked. Now, my hope is Cameron Good gets to fly under the radar and we get to bring him back to the practice squad. Fingers crossed. Because if we do, God forbid one of these guys goes down, Cameron Good can step right in and play. 100%. So I think the linebacking room is solid.
Dude, we're about to be the New York Yankees of the NFL.
That's a homer take. That's a homer take, Roach.
The 80s and 90s Yankees, I'm going to say. not the current. Yeah, man. I seen a lot of World Series back in the day with them.
Let's go to corners.
Oh, God.
Xavier Howard, Nick Needham, Noah Igbenogany, who we'll talk about here in a second. Good job. Keon Crossing, Cater Kahoo, and Elijah Campbell. There's two names that I think if everybody was healthy would not have made this team, and that's Cater Kahoo and Elijah Campbell. With that, and maybe even Noah Igbenogany.
I liked Campbell when I saw
Campbell.
him.
So let's get something straight. Campbell and Kahoo had a great preseason. But with the talent that is at the corner position when people are healthy, would they have made the team? I don't think they would have.
Here, I think Campbell might have. Well, no, you got if you're saying if Trill didn't get hurt.
Trill Williams would have made this team over them. Byron Jones, right?
Crossan
did make it.
Yeah, but I'm saying he would still be there.
Yeah, so I mean, just take those two guys. Take Byron and Trill, right? Who are you taking out of there?
Noah
you would take
Kahoo.
Noah and Kahoo.
Yeah.
Campbell would probably still make it. You're right. And by the way, I think I want to state for the record, Kahoo, I think could turn out to turn some heads, and I think we got a good guy in him. I'm excited to see what he can do. I'm excited that he's getting this opportunity. And by the way, we're also forgetting that Mackenzie Alexander also got hurt too. So if you take but we never would have gotten Mackenzie if Trill didn't get hurt. So we still take two. We never would have got Mackenzie if Trill got hurt.
Do you think it's possible Noah might not even be the guy who gets the majority of snaps during Byron's days gone?
Dude, Noah will get limited. Noah will get very limited snaps, and he will get very limited opportunities. But let me tell you,
during the first 4 weeks,
I get it. So I made this statement yesterday, and everybody said, "Oh, well, everybody gets beat." No, I get it. That's a factual statement. Everybody does get beat. I understand that. Let Noah come in. If Noah Igbenogany goes into a game and allows a touchdown because of something he did wrong, his butt better be on the bench, and he better not get any more playing time. Noah has a very short rope. He has a very short leash, in my opinion. I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt. You play well. You make a mistake, though. I'm going to call. He's one that I'm going to be very critical on.
Noah's that guy at work that doesn't do his share, and you're just like, how is this guy still here? You know what I mean?
You're looking around, you're like, why is what? 100%. 100%. Okay, next. Safeties. Javon Holland, Eric Rowe.
We're set.
Brandon Jones, and Clayton Fedulum, baby.
We're set, bro.
Love me some Clayton Fedulum. Clayton Fedulum's a big special teams guy, so I'm not surprised he made the team. By the way, I also think that's another reason why Tanner Connor and Sethan Carter also had a big shot at making it, because they're big special teams guys. But yeah, Clayton Fedulum, same way.
Dude, we're so lucky this year, man. We're gonna be handing out Miami Dolphin Pro Bowl spots like Oprah. That's how big it's gonna be, dude. Like, it's gonna be, everybody's getting one. Everybody's going to a Pro Bowl. I'm predicting.
Miss Finn says, and this is when I have to step in and say, okay, Miami Sports Music. Okay, Steven. The same thing can be said about Tua, just like Noah. Wrong.
Hey, 100% right.
No, that is not right. Let me tell you why Miss Finn's is wrong in that aspect. Okay. Is she right that that's what's going to happen with the fan base? 100%. They will overreact to the first thing that Tua does wrong. Not sitting here denying that. But should they? No. Tua does not have a short rope the way Noah has. Tua will get every millionth opportunity to succeed this year. Noah will get 2 or 3 chances. That's it. And if you mess up, you're gone. Those are facts. Noah messes up a couple of times, he's not getting any more chances.
I think she's saying
Tua messes up a couple of times, he's still going to get some chances.
I think she's wondering why you're giving Tua more chances than Noah.
Because he deserves it.
Why?
Because he's the quarterback and he's shown flashes. Like, we're going to get into the Tua conversation again because of that.
No. I'm just.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Well, Tua deserves it. He's the QB number 1. He is our QB 1. He will make some mistakes. He will throw an interception. He will take a sack.
Mm-hmm.
Vonjo said, answer his daggone question about the linebackers. I didn't even see that he had a question. Where's Vonjo's question? Let me see his question. Stephen D, answer my dag question. Don't just move on. The linebacking core is stacked and loaded with what, sir? I want him to answer that question. You really do not like a Landon Roberts. Okay.
We totally misunderstood what Miss Fins was saying.
I'll come back to Miss Fins.
Yeah.
I want to, God forbid, I don't want Vonjo to have a conniption. Okay.
He's going to anyways. What are we talking about?
Joe, I will break it down for you. Jerome Baker is our leading tackler. Okay. And I get it. He's at the bottom. I understand we need an upgrade there. I understand that. But he's still the leading tackler of the football team, right? Channing Tindall is a rookie who's got tons of potential. Melvin Ingram, I'm excited about him. I mean, I'm excited to see what Melvin does to go along with Emmanuel Ogbah and Jalen Phillips on those ends. Ingram's going to be fun. Those guys are going to eat. And Jalen Phillips speaks. I don't even need to say nothing about Jason Phillips. He alone makes this linebacking core awesome and amazing. Andrew Van Ginkel, stud. Sammy Guavon, y'all know how I feel about him. I don't even need to say nothing about Sam. Y'all know I love me some Sammy Guavon. Landon Roberts, I get, has his limitations, and I understand you don't like him, Ponjo. We all like Duke Riley. And Trey Flowers is a 2-time Super Bowl champ he's not going to get a lot of snaps, but the snaps he is going to provide are going to be quality ones. And he's going to be a leader on this defense to help young guys like Channing Tindall. He's gonna help even probably Jalen Phillips. He's gonna help somebody like Duke Riley and Sammy Guavon out. Trey Flowers is a beast and a monster. That is a loaded linebacking core. Don't tell me it's not. Jalen Phillips is going to be Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Cuz tell me my linebacking core is not. Come on, man. Come on. Anyways, back to Miss Finn.
We're greedy though, man.
Huh?
We want like a Pro Bowler at every spot. Like that's how greedy we gotten. Like we finally have a team that is the best team we've ever had on paper, right? Probably competes with any team on paper in the NFL. And it's still not like we still are not happy. I guess it's just weird. Like we've been wanting this forever, and now we got here, and we're like,
we're not. So let me explain. By the way, special teams: Jason Sanders, Thomas Morstead, Blake Ferguson. Nothing else to really talk about there. We are not happy, Roach, because this team has been the definition of failure in mediocrity or below mediocrity for the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what winning looks like. We don't know what a real competitive football team on a year in, year out basis looks like. So if one was sitting in front of us, we wouldn't know what it looks like. I'm telling you right now, this roster is a competitive, viable, really good football team. I'm not ready to say they're Super Bowl contenders yet, but I think that this roster is going to win a playoff game or two.
What would put you over the hump?
We got to beat Buffalo. We beat Buffalo, I'm talking all sorts of crap. Let us beat Buffalo and Cincinnati. Bro, you ain't going to be able to stop me from talking. You ain't going to be able to stop me from talking at all. We beat Buffalo and Cincinnati. Bro, you want to talk about a Homer Fest, Cliff D. You want to talk about a Homer Fest, Lewis. This will be a Homer Fest after week 4 if we beat Buffalo and Cincinnati, and rightfully so. Let us win those 2 games. 100%. But I don't think our fan base knows what a good football team looks like. And I'm not dissing anybody. I'm just telling you, I believe that's what the case is.
Right.
All right, real quick, let's hit the music. We'll hit the reset, and then we'll start bringing people in. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. It is Wildin' Out Wednesday. I am your host, Stephen D. My producer, Roach, is there.
Yo.
It's going to be awesome. Hey, Roach, tell the people about Discord and what Discord is.
Oh, man, I'm on Discord right now. We have chat going on in Discord besides just the live chat on YouTube. So you can go in there and there's no swear jar in Discord live chat. You can put GIFs in there. There's millions of them. They're actually really funny. There's a ticket exchange, a merch swap. You could plug your own YouTube shows in there. You just put the links to when your shows are scheduled so everybody can find them. We have Fantasy Football League, a live game chat, Finn's News, DWA YouTube members have their private chat, and we even have a Madden Battlefield where you can go lay down the challenge.
I know, it's awesome.
Yep.
All right. We're going to have a good show here. We're going to open up the chat for Wildin' Out Wednesday. Swear jar is in full effect for everybody that knows. Also, to let you all know as well, day bans, 10-minute timeouts. It's $10 to time out somebody for 10 minutes. It's $50 to kick them out for the day. It's $200 to get them out for the week. $500 for the month. It's $1,000 for 2 months. You want to get back, you just double your donation. You get back on. It's all in good fun. It's all in good jest.
Yeah, if you get voted out.
Only way to get voted out is if you are a non-Miami Dolphin fan.
But if you get somebody pays to get you out, it's not a personal attack. It's in fun. And
It's
a way
in
to,
fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Okay. All right. All right, let's go to the first person I have up here. I'll bring in somebody who's been talking crap to me all morning long in the chat, but I love him even though he's a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. Lewis. Hello, Lewis.
Good morning, Stephen and Roach. How are you guys?
Good morning, Vietnam. What's up, Roach? I mean, Lewis. Whatever your name is.
It's nothing. I just don't like some of the roster, and this is why. Because all off season, all last year, we had to hear us real fan or realist. We had to hear we don't have no weapons. We don't have this. It's blase, blah, blah. We keep 5 wide receivers on this roster. We're a Jalen Waddle's not even 100% going into the season. We're a Tyreek Hill injury away from having the same receiver core that we had last year. A bunch of nobodies. But no one seems to have a problem.
You're looking at the glass half empty. I'm looking at it half full. That's all.
Okay.
You have said nothing negative about the people that are here. You are just saying that we're an injury away from it being a concern.
Yes,
but you're
absolutely.
not saying the way it is currently constructed. If they stay healthy, do you see anything wrong with it if they stay healthy?
I still don't. Yes, because Steven, I still don't like the 5 wide receivers. Like I look at a.
You don't like Easy?
Well, no. Easy's on the on the squad.
Lewis, I'll be honest. I was surprised at 5 wide receivers. I'm not saying I wasn't. I definitely was, but I also think that should tell us that our coaching staff has faith in who's here right now.
But I think let's take like the Lynn Bowdens, right? I'm not saying he's a great receiver or the River Craycrafts of the world. I'm not saying he's a great receiver, but in my opinion, those 2 guys are better than a Clayton Fedulum that's still on this roster.
Clayton deserves to be on this roster. He's played good enough, and he's a great special teams player. Got to have players that can play really good special teams. Fedulum's one of them, and he can step in a pinch.
Steven, let me ask you a question. Who do you think would give you more production this season, a Lynn Bowden or a River Craycraft, or what you're going to get from Clayton Fedulum in special teams?
So you're going to take away from Clayton Fedulum, but you're not going to take away from the tight end room? Why would your first person not be Tanner Connor? Or
exactly. Well, there you go. I agree. Cetham Carter those are the guys like Cetham Carter on this roster. Clayton Fedulum, Tanner Connor.
Remember, Cetham can play fullback, tight end, and he can block really well, and he can play special teams. That's a guy who can produce on 3-4 areas of the game.
Yeah, but more special teams, because let's be honest, how many snaps at fullback do you think Cetham Carter's going to get? Like, we're carrying a backup.
I'll say the same thing you just said, Lewis. We're an Alec Ingold injury away from needing him at fullback.
Yeah, we got Pete in the back scratching to get in, just sitting there clawing.
We'll bring in Pete. Good morning, Pete.
What's up, fellas? Good morning. I'm here to talk Greer. I'm sorry to tell you guys. I'm here to talk Christopher Greer, the general manager of the Dolphins organization, and how he keeps screwing everything up, all right? People can sit here and take it for what it's worth, but call me the body language reader king. If you look around the league,
we're reading body
every
language
other
now?
GM that spoke, if you look around the league, every other GM that spoke, and even the losing teams like the Lions, Steven, they're out here with their face up, chin up, with a beautiful smile. When we got Greer in the interview, his head is down. He's hiding under a New England Patriot hat. He's looking down, not looking at the camera. This is an embarrassed GM.
That's why Pete's never on camera, so we can't read his body language.
Yeah, why don't you get on camera, Pete? We can't read your body language. We don't know.
I'm not a GM here making these horrific decisions, okay? My camera is broken. I can't fix it.
That sounds like an excuse, Pete.
You should be a comedian, Pete. Pete would be a great comedian.
I understand I might come out funny with these takes, but I promise you, they hurt coming out.
Oh, bro,
They
I'm not
hurt.
even saying that. I'm just saying your delivery is awesome. I was complimenting you.
Thank
Hello,
you,
Vonjo.
Coach. You know I always got
Hey,
okay.
Steven. What's good,
What's up, buddy? How are you, buddy? Hey, buddy.
Yeah. Let's everybody smile. Hey.
Hey, Vonjo, you're a handsome-looking guy, Vonjo.
Oh, I
Get
didn't
him,
give Von
Vonjo.
Joe a round of applause.
So, Steven is extremely happy that Cortland Fedula made the team.
It's Clayton Fidgelum. Put some
Exactly.
respect
Wait,
on that
wait,
man's
wait.
name.
Is
Put some
is
respect on
Von
his
Joe
name.
wearing a Flash T-shirt?
Yeah, it's like that.
It's leg day.
Yeah.
You running today? Are you going to run at all?
No, but Flash got powerful legs, so leg day. Anyways, again, Steven is just excited that Cortland Fedulum, Caitlin Fedulum,
Clayton,
whatever.
let's no, Vonjo,
Hot
work
trash.
with me now.
Hot trash.
Clayton,
How about
no,
that?
what?
Hot trash.
I
Okay?
can't wait for Clayton
Somebody that's
Fedulum to
completely
make a
pointless.
game-winning save
Somebody that's
because I'm
completely
coming up here to
pointless on
dog
the roster.
Lewis
Stop it.
and
Stop
Vonjo
it.
when Clayton
Stop
makes
it.
a game
We'll be
saving
here
tackle
for
and
that.
play this
We'll be
year.
here, Steve. We'll be here
on
for
top
that.
of
Oh,
on
boy,
top
I'm
of that,
keeping these receipts.
on
Let
top,
Clayton
you keep the
Fedulum, boy.
receipt. Keep the receipt. Keep the receipt. You know what?
I'm gonna be
I will
all
send the
up
receipt.
in.
I
I'm
will
gonna be
email. I
all
will
up in
keep a
Discord in our Discord.
keep a physical copy and an email copy, okay? So you don't lose it. Secondly, Steven is excited that he gets to wear his Sam Bobbin jersey that his wife got him. She's such a wonderful lady. That's the only reason he's happy because of this roster, because he gets to keep that jersey for another damn year, right?
Another year.
Tell the truth, Steven. Because right now we have
At least till the trade
corner-
deadline.
We have a linebacking core that's absolutely NFL grade trash.
No, they're
This is
not.
Greer's fault. We traded the
Von
capital,
Joe.
everything for Tyreek
Yes.
Hill.
This is the
No,
best
no.
linebacker room we've ever had.
BS. Because
I'm
again,
just trolling. I was just
Yeah,
trying to
that's
get you.
crazy,
again,
I'm messing with him. I'm messing with him.
Stephen D tried to sprinkle in our defensive
He didn't
ends
fall for it,
that
though.
are labeled as linebackers, but they're really DNs. All right, Jalen Phillips is not an outsider; he's a DN. Ingram is not a line; he's
Thank
a
you,
DN.
Vaughn. Thank
Yeah,
you,
that's good.
Vaughn.
That's a good point.
Keep it up. Keep
Those
it
are
up.
DNs.
Keep it
Our linebacking core is
Bye,
Sam-
Vonjo. Bye.
up. They
Oh.
want to
He
check
said
out
bye
the
for
real.
10 minutes, Vonjo.
Real takes.
The hate is
Hello,
real.
Miss
Vonjo.
Vince.
Hate.
Get the out of here.
That we're
You'll
trying
see you
to
back in
clear.
10 minutes here, bud.
That's
See you back
what's
here in 10
going on
minutes
here.
with that same take, Vonjo.
That was a lot of buttons I had to push. I was like,
What's up? What's up, Miss Finns? How are you? Take yourself off mute, Miss Finns.
How you doing, gentlemen? How are you doing?
hey,
Pretty good.
good morning.
Pretty
Good
good.
morning.
Miss
Good
Fran.
morning.
Good morning.
I have to come up here because Steven, I love listening to you, and I'm sorry.
Set 'em
Actually,
straight.
no, I'll take that back. I'm not sorry.
You're not
Um,
sorry.
Yeah, you
Is this the
need to
battle
stop
of the
because-
morning
It's
show host?
Wildin'
Let's
Out
go.
Wednesday. Wildin' Out Wednesday.
Wilder.
Give it to
Wilder.
him, Miss Finn. Give it to him.
You
I'm
know
ready to go.
for a fact,
Miss
if
Finns, why don't
you're
you,
gonna
Miss
talk
Finns,
all
get
that
on
about
camera.
Noah,
Get on
you
camera,
gotta
Miss
say-
Finns. If you want to talk, Miss Finns, get on camera. Say it to my face, Miss
No,
Finns. Let's go.
I can't right now.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Miss Finns. I'm ready. I'm listening.
You if you're gonna say all that about Noah, you better say the same thing about Tua.
Why?
And the
Explain
only
to me.
reason why I say that is because if Tua gets a chance, you gotta give him a chance. You gotta give Noah a chance, who's had way
I've given
more-
Noah millions
on
of
the field.
chances.
What do you mean?
I've given Noah millions of. Name one time Noah has. Pete, I thought your camera didn't work. It looks like
I
it's
think
working
she's
very
comparing
fine,
the
Pete.
amount of play time Tua's had
Yes,
compared to
it's the
Noah.
play
My
time
camera
I'm
works
talking
limited.
about.
She's talking about
Noah
their
didn't
play
get to play
time.
the whole
lying.
year.
He
He
was
didn't play.
lying.
Come
He
on.
was straight line, cuz.
Like Tua.
Pete, Miss Finns, let me explain something to you. Noah has had plenty of opportunities to be to succeed in the NFL. He was a first round pick, and I'll get to Tua in a minute. Okay,
Oh,
plenty of reasons.
I want to hear.
Name me a time where name me multiple times, not just one. I need multiple times where you were like, you know what? Yeah, he's got something. He's got something here. I could go back to Tua and throw in completion percentage, which I know that the Tua haters hate. I can also throw in 13-8, which people are like, "Oh, that's a team stat." He's
Number
beat
one in
New
the red
England.
zone.
He's
Number one in the
he's
red
number
zone.
one in the red zone.
My
Thank
God,
you.
Here
Yep.
we go.
And I can also say he's 3-0 against the New England Patriots. So there's plenty of things I can go point to the reason that Tua is a good quarterback and deserves to be QB1 and deserves to get a million chances this year. I need you to explain to me why Noah Igbenogany deserves to get a million chances this year. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Miss Vince, Noah
I
has
could
been
answer that, but I'll be
Noah,
Now let Miss Vince, Batman, let Miss
Noah
Vince go. Let Miss Vince go, Batman. Let her go. Go ahead.
Literally, Noah hasn't had a chance to play consistently like Tua.
Why?
No.
He's been a healthy scratch. He can't get on the field because he's not good enough, Miss Vince.
But let her finish.
Okay. When you have 2 Pro Bowl level corners, how are you going to get the opportunity to get on the field?
There's multiple. Those aren't the only 2 corner positions on the field.
And B, and look at Tua. Who has he gone against? He's had no competition. No competition at all. No
Zero.
We're asking you to talk about Noah Igbenogany. This is not a Tua conversation. This is a Noah Igbenogany conversation.
But she already told you, Steve.
You asked her to compare. She's comparing the 2 situations.
Get him, Miss Vince.
No one can even beat Nick Needham. You can't even beat Nick Needham.
And then I answered, and then I said, please explain to me why Noah deserves this. She can't say it. She doesn't have nothing for me except when he's on the field.
I literally said he needs opportunities on the field.
No one can even beat out Nick Needham. You can't even beat an undrafted guy.
Look at the other players on this team that were rookies who had opportunity to be consistently on the field. What happened? They got to develop. Just like all of our
He couldn't even beat an undrafted corner and Nick Needham. He couldn't even do that. He couldn't even sit on the bench.
I hear you, Batman.
Game time play. How is he going to develop? You don't develop just on practice. You have to have real game time. And I don't mean
hold up, Miss Vince.
Okay,
Miss Vince, no, Miss Vince, hold up. When he did get that chance, Miss Vince, when he did get that chance against Jacksonville in London, what did he do? Hot garbage. Horrible garbage.
One game.
What did Tua do against Buffalo?
Are you kidding me?
Miss Vince, I could understand him not beating out Byron and X, but if you can't beat an undrafted guy in Nick Needham for a roster spot, I am sorry. There is no excuse.
Nick Needham who had experience.
I'm sorry. He is not, but he was undrafted. He was undrafted.
Nick Needham had experience. Come on, man.
Undrafted corner.
So, Miss Vince, I think you'll find I'm in the middle where I want both. Like, I think they both had their shot, and I'm like, whatever, with both of them. You know what I mean?
I don't think Noah has had the shot because look, he's got to go behind X. He's got to go behind Byron. There's just not enough opportunity.
No, Miss Vince, they don't like Noah because the first time he got his opportunity against Stephon Diggs, he got cooked.
Ken Rosa said Crossan, Campbell, and Kahu all buried behind X. X, Byron, and Needham all showed out better than Igbo. All are getting the same amount of playing time. Thank you, Ken Rosa. Thank you. I totally agree with that.
Said.
And I will also bring up, here's your little stat.
You're only using that. First of all, you're only using that.
Wait, Pete, hold up, bud. Hold up, Pete.
That guy that donated was loud and wrong.
What do you mean he was loud and wrong? Yeah, no, he's not.
Steven, just real quick, because I gotta drop off. I gotta drop off, but
he was loud and wrong.
Steven, I gotta drop off, but I just wanted to come on here and say you're dead wrong in the voice of Larry with this whole Clayton Fedulum situation being special teams. Man, I think Pete with his left leg hopping on one leg could give you more than Clayton Fedulum. So, listen, that guy deserves not to be on this morning. Fedulum deserves not to be on this team. There's nobody on this earth that can tell me anything about that. I don't need Clayton Fedulum on this team.
He's a limited safety. He can't cover. He rarely tackles an open field. What are we holding him for?
I can honestly say this. Clayton Fedulum is worse than Noah on defense.
Whoa.
Period.
Whoa.
Period.
Yeah, Batman. Yeah, Batman.
Wow, Batman.
That's a wild take, cuz. That's a wild take, cuz.
He sucks at defense.
Clayton Fedulum is trash. We all know he's trash. Y'all need to
stop.
stop.
Hold on. Before we get into the Clayton Fedulum hate fest, which I don't understand why there is one, let's get into the Noah. look at Miss Vince. Please direct your eyes to the screen, shall we? In 2020, the man dressed 16 times and started 2 times. Okay, he had a combined 13 tackles, 11 solo, 2 assists out of 16 games. Okay, and last year he only played in 7 games and started 1, and he had 6 combined tackles and 6 solo tackles.
Because he got to play the whole game, right? Because he got to play the whole game.
I'm gonna get there. Don't you worry.
Because he got to play the whole game.
Don't you worry. Snap count.
And we're not.
That's where you find snap count. What website are you using?
ProFootball.com. ProFootballReference.com. If you look at it, in the 16 games he played 28% of the snaps. Okay, he played 56% of the special teams. He was on the field half the time. In 2021, his snap count went down to 17%. And by the way, he only dressed for 7 games. He was a healthy scratch for 10 of them.
Exactly.
He was available. He was there.
And
they didn't think, no. Don't get it twisted. They didn't think enough of him to be like, you know what? He wasn't good enough. He wasn't good enough.
Did he even travel with the team or no?
No, he wasn't. He was a healthy scratch. Don't give me that. He was hurt. He wasn't hurt.
He was hurt.
Healthy scratch.
He was hurt like Tua.
And on the field, that man has done nothing.
If it takes Tua time to come back and play at a good level after coming off an injury.
Y'all want to bring up Tua in the Noah argument. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about why Noah isn't on the field. And if he does the same thing this year.
But you're just trying to.
Steven, how old is Noah? Steven, how old is Noah?
I don't care how old
like
he is.
22.
No. 3 years.
22.
How old is he? 22. So he should have been drafted now.
Miss Vince, hold up.
So
here we go. Miss Vince, I got one. I'm going to end this right now. I'm going to end this conversation right now. Listen to this. If Noah does exactly what he did last year and starts 1 game and does hot garbage and is a healthy scratch for however many games, I don't want to hear a conversation about Clayton Fedulum.
All right,
because
Steven.
they could easily let go of Noah Igbenogany, and the Clayton Fedulum thing would be out. As long as Noah's on this team, Clayton Fedulum deserves to be on this team. When Noah's off this team, I will then listen to a Clayton Fedulum hate fest. I'll be more than happy to listen to it.
Steven, 22 years old. If he should have been coming out the draft now, 22 years old, this should be his rookie season. He hasn't had the opportunities, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion. I know what you put there, but this is my opinion. He hasn't had the opportunity because coming in, fine, 28% of the snaps in 2021. It's still not enough for him. Like Tua played, more than half the season in 2021. My comparison to Tua is that Tua got the opportunity to play consistently. Noah hasn't had that opportunity.
Noah hasn't been good enough to have that. What are you talking about? You have plenty of opportunities.
Miss Fins, you want me to get him for you?
Right? And they have not treated Noah the way they've treated Tua, okay? We all know Tua was not better.
That's a good point.
Noah hasn't deserved to be treated that same way.
Hold up, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
You know what?
So, wait, Miss Fins, relax, Miss Fins. I'm gonna get him for you. I'm gonna get him for you. Steven, do you know the corners that we had on the roster last year?
At the end of the day, that's just my opinion. I think Noah needs a little more time. That's it. He just needs more time.
So let me ask you, Ms. Fins, are you on this Clayton Fedulum train, or do I address this with somebody else? Or are you on this Clayton Fedulum?
Oh,
Clayton Fedulum is trash.
I wasn't surprised. If you saw my show, I wasn't surprised he was here.
So are you guys?
Okay? I'm not going to talk to you about Clayton. I'll give you that.
Did you guys?
No, Ms. Fins and I just disagree. I think that
Tua
deserves
be on this team.
all the chances in the world this year.
He likes what he brings
this
to the special
preseason
teams,
and has done that. And I think Noah has not done enough to make this team. And the only reason he's on this team is 2 reasons. Number one, injuries.
Mm-hmm.
and number 1 his first round draft status. That's
so.
it.
So Steven,
that could be true.
this preseason,
That could be true.
He's
Okay,
played
but
probably
if
the
you
most
want-
out of any
okay,
corner. Hold on.
Let's not
Has
forget
been
he's
given
still
plenty
young,
of chances.
too.
So he's
Let's
played
not
the
forget
most
he's
out of
only
any
22.
corner this preseason, right?
And haven't given up one touchdown.
What? Excuse me. Say that
What?
again, Rashad.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
He hasn't given up one touchdown.
No. You need to go back and watch the game.
He gave up a horrible
touchdown.
Preseason games were
Y'all better stop screaming at me.
Because you were wrong. You
He was in zone, and that was not his zone. That was Brandon Jones.
Hold on.
Stop
I got
doing
something to
that.
say.
Y'all talking
Can I
about
finish
the
my point?
play.
I got something to say.
Hold on.
So against the Eagles, he had one pass deflection, 0 tackles, and he's 0 across the board. Against the Raiders, he had 1 solo tackle, no pass deflections. Against the Buccaneers,
Gave up 2
he had
catches.
1 solo and 1 assistant tackle. That's it.
How many passes?
Limited
did he give up or
opportunities.
completions?
And remember,
And you go back and look, they were
It won't show me
on
that.
him the entire preseason.
But remember, after the first game, I came on here and I was like, bro, I saw that dude watching people get tackled around him.
He definitely
And
watched
just getting
people
beat.
get tackled.
Like,
He definitely did.
I'm just like,
He got beat on drag routes.
and he was wearing
Stop it.
double white sleeves, so he was easy to spot on the field. And he was the only one wearing those in the corner field. So it was like, you didn't even have to look for his number. You just say, okay, he has 2 sleeves on. That's the guy. And I just watched for that the whole game, and I didn't see anything positive. Not one thing.
When he's on the field, he's a liability. He is a target, and I don't want to see him. He plays like hot trash.
And if
I
he's
don't care about his
he's
draft
playing that poor in the preseason against what you guys are saying are 2s and 3s and 4s, the same thing you say that Skyler can't be credited for, but he's getting smoked by these guys.
Facts.
Well.
So why is it not the
smoked by
same?
like second stringers, but yeah.
Well,
He's getting smoked.
And he's not
on
even
the
getting
field.
smoked. Cut it out. They're running drag routes. Get out of here.
He's playing like trash.
All right.
We're giving free releases. Wait. We're giving free releases off the line, and they're running drag routes. We know Noah's a bump and run cornerback, but we're telling him not to bump.
Right.
No, he's a bump and run. He likes to keep receivers in front of him, but we don't bump.
Oh, okay.
I've never.
So then why do we have if he's not good enough to be in our system and he's not going to do what we need him to do? Why is he here?
He's the definition of a press corner.
So why we got him?
We don't press.
So why do we got him?
He's the definition of a trash corner. He's the definition of a trash corner.
You're asking the wrong person. We drafted somebody to play totally different.
We overdrafted him as a problem. Doesn't
Yeah,
change
that
how
too.
he plays or how many years of
I would have took Jonathan
he plays
Taylor
like trash, and he
30
doesn't deserve
times
to be on
again
the
and
roster.
again and again.
Noah did give up 1 touchdown against the Jaguars. And it was actually very good coverage on his part. Marvin Jones just made a very good play.
Plenty of NFL defenders broke it down too.
And
He doesn't get his head around. He never got his head around.
He actually did get his head around in that game.
He did. Marvin Jones was just a better athlete.
Marvin Jones just made a better play. But Steven, to your point about Noah Benogany, the thing about it is that he has not been given the opportunities that he should have been given from the get-go. He's only 22 years old.
You know what? I can deal with your support.
Thank you, Chris.
I can deal with your support, sir, of Tua. I've lived with it. What I will not do is sit here and be fine with you supporting
That's because
Noah.
you a Tua near as well. That's why you could deal with his support.
But Steve, Noah's first game was against Stephon Diggs, and Stephon Diggs burned him.
His second game was against DK
Talk about
Metcalf.
that for confidence, right there, boy. Talk right there for that. That would kill somebody's confidence right from the get-go.
Horrible on the field.
Especially a rookie.
Wait. He wasn't horrible.
What do you mean? Alex, what's the NFL stand for?
Bro.
Stephon
Diggs
made
stand for?
some
Can I ask Steven a
beautiful plays that game. He was dunking on Noah.
Here's the thing, late first round picks, especially corners, take a while to develop. So
you're telling us stuff that we don't know already.
I have a question for you, man.
You're telling us like it's rocket science. We know this already, man.
What are we talking about?
When the hell are they gonna play? That's what I want to know.
Noah sucks, guys.
Listen, you guys should all be happy because Skyler is on the team.
You guys should all be happy
and
because
another thing, no
Skyler's
one's
on the
a
team.
converted wide receiver to a corner.
Chris Greer, I have
And
a question.
this
We should be having a kumbaya moment because Skyler is on the team.
Now this is
Xavier
Noah's
Tua
Howard
has
last
to
was
year.
get his
receiver
head in
also.
gear.
Noah's
Look at
last
Xavier
opportunity.
Howard. Alex.
There's
Xavier
somebody in the
Howard was a
building to
receiver
push him
also.
now.
Chris
No
What do
Greer,
you got to say
excuses.
about that?
What happened?
So
Xavier
here's my
Howard was also a receiver. What do you got to say about that?
How long
No,
did
he
he play
wasn't.
corner in college?
Don't
4 years,
matter,
No, he
right?
wasn't.
man. Look at the difference of
He played
production on
corner
the
for
field
4
from a
years.
receiver
I don't know what
conversion
you
to
No,
him.
Ibenogany first. Did you
Shout
know
out to Stephen
before
D.
he got drafted? Before he
Hold on.
got
Shout out.
drafted, he played 1 year as a corner before he got drafted.
That's nice.
1 year.
Shout out to
He was
Stephen D for ignoring my
1
comments
year.
in this section.
What?
I know you like. I know you like avoiding my comments. Roach and Stephen D. Shout out to y'all for completely avoiding me. But yeah, I'm back, and you're
I
not
just
gonna
got back,
escape
bro.
it.
What are you talking
You're
about?
not gonna escape it, goddamn.
You need to. Hey,
I want
I thought you're supposed to be working out, but you're typing in the gym.
Best part.
You
Hold on,
not
hold
working
on.
out. He's just at the gym acting like you working out.
Shots
Hold
fired.
on,
man.
hold
He
on,
taking a phone.
hold on, ladies that sit. Hold on, ladies that sit in front of a computer all day. So
Hey,
when y'all, hold on, Roach.
Hey,
I'm gonna
Steven,
get
can I ask you a
getting
question?
attacked by a
I'm gonna
fly.
get hold on. I'm gonna get timed out because you talking about Noah got talent in front of him. Yada yada yada. Lobster bit. So I asked the question: if Tua and Lamar Jackson was on this team together, who are you starting?
Lamar Jackson.
Check.
But
All you had to say, Vaughn.
Wait.
All you had to say,
Wow.
Vaughn.
See how y'all
Steven, answer my question.
Follow up on that.
Steven.
With Pro Bowlers ahead of Tua. With Pro Bowlers ahead of Tua. With Pro Bowlers ahead of Tua.
Answer the
Does he
question.
start?
Answer the question.
Does Tua
why?
develop?
He's not
Does
here.
Tua get the chance
Exactly.
to develop if we have Lamar
Because you
here?
know who you start. Just like you got two all-stars in front of Noah that he can't get no time. If Lamar Jackson on this team, guess what? There would be no Tua Nears club because Tua Near wouldn't exist. Okay, the
Lamar's not coming here.
Okay,
Well, hold up.
Lamar is not coming here.
Of
Well,
course.
hold up.
He's going to stay with Baltimore.
You know what, Chris Greer?
Hold
Because
on.
you're scared.
Well, first of
gonna
all,
stay with
first of all,
Baltimore.
Yeah, because
First of all-
we don't want real talent at the quarterback position. We just want to make sure this guy works out.
Hey, hold
okay?
on.
I just want him to work out. Okay, please just
Steven.
work out.
Yes.
let me ask you a question,
Steven, you look like you're
Listen.
boiling right now. You went pale.
This
I wanna
quarterback has
ask-
been coddled ever
hold on.
since he
That
came
question-
from the
that
womb.
question- got him
One
sick to
One
his
at a
core.
time. One
Look
at
how
a time.
pe-
Can I ask you a question,
One at a
Steven?
time.
Can
This
I
quarterback has been coddled ever since he came out of the womb.
Stop Judgment Day.
Guys, one at a time.
All right, let me ask you a question,
One
Steven.
at a time.
Real quick.
I'm gonna. It's me. I have the floor. Pete is talking. Please let me ask Steven this question.
All right,
Pete,
go ahead.
ladies first.
I've heard you say, Steven, that you have so much trust in this offensive line due to the fact that we have Applebaum.
When did I say that?
When did
You
hear
said
that?
you have
When did
offensive
I
line
ever say
trust
that?
Thank
because
you.
we
No,
got
he-
Applebaum.
He said the
Didn't you
best
say that?
offseason.
Our
He
best
said
signing this
the
free
best
agency
off-
was
Experience
Applebaum,
said it
Steven?
best about Lamar.
No, Pete. He
I
said the
said-
best
I-
offseason pickup was Applebaum.
Hey,
And
let's
that's
put,
gonna help the
let's put the
offensive
Waiver
line, right?
experience happening on the
said
same. On
I
the floor.
hope. I
Isn't that
said-
what you said?
Are you gonna allow me to? Are you gonna allow?
Because
me
I know
to
what you
touch-
said. You said that was the best
You're
offseason
not gonna let me
pickup.
say what I said. Okay.
Go ahead, because I'm
This
not
is
done
what-
yet.
Okay. What I said was Matt Applebaum was the best offseason acquisitions the Miami Dolphins had. And and I'm very excited to see what he does with the people that come in and also the people that are already here to help upgrade them
Okay,
to be a better
perfect.
offensive line.
Okay, perfect. So why can't we hold that same energy now with Noah Igbenogany now that we got Patrick Surtain and the other cornerback?
Got a point.
Now they're really
Madison, put
learning.
some respect on his name.
Sam Madison. You know who I was talking about. Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain are now teaching Noah. But you don't have confidence in Noah, Steven?
I have no confidence in Noah Igbenogany.
Well,
Okay.
Steven, this is Noah's last year.
Steven, you're a big
I hope
hypocrite.
you know that.
Big hypocrite.
If
Why?
Surtain and Madison cannot reach him, then he
They're
will
I
be
just
cut.
pointed it out. Applebaum and Patrick Surtain and Sam Madison. I just pointed it out. You don't trust Sam Madison or Patrick Surtain, but you trust Applebaum. That's hypocrisy. I can't even say it.
Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy, okay? Hypocrisy. Don't worry. I called them out.
Hold on, Pete. Everybody, hold up, Bonjo. I'm gonna let Miss Spins go, but I just put in the chat. Do you have faith in Noah? Yes or no? Is the question I put in the chat.
Capital N, capital O, bro.
Yep. We'll see.
Faith,
we'll see.
faith
We'll
to
see
do
what happens.
what?
Go ahead, Miss
You
Finn.
can have faith.
Miss
You
Finns,
can't
the floor
have
is
faith
yours.
in them, but you can have faith in the coaches.
Miss Finns, the floor is
Faith
yours.
in
Bring
what?
yourself
What
up mute, Miss
exactly?
Finns.
Yeah, well, gentlemen, look, I don't even know why I got so heated, to be honest with you, because I love Tua. He's Tua time. He's QB1. It wasn't going
You
against
didn't
Tua.
sound like
I
it,
was
Miss
just
Finns.
no, it's not that. It's just
I got where you're
I was
going.
trying to make the comparison because they're both first round picks in the same year. That's all. And
First round picks in the same year, exactly.
That's all I was going by. It could have
Yep.
been anybody else, but
Tua was picked higher, so the responsibility should be harder against Tua,
if you
not
want to
Noah.
do Tua, you can do the same argument with Austin Jackson.
Right.
Even Austin Jackson got more opportunities than Noah, in my opinion.
And that's
So
where
it's not that I'm saying that.
Vote in the chat, people.
Noah
Vote in the chat.
What I'm saying is that he hasn't had the full consistency when it comes to those opportunities. But now, like to Bonjo's point, and to I think it was Pete that said it. You know, having the coaching, it's gonna help him develop. Having that opportunity is gonna help him develop, and hopefully we can.
Whoa! That wasn't Von Joe's point, by the way.
So, Miss Finns, where people
Let's
got
just put that
upset,
out
I think,
there.
in
That
the
wasn't my
chat
take.
is because you said the one thing they never want to hear, and that is treat Tua like you would treat anybody else. Don't treat him special.
And
they don't want to hear
quarterback by logic.
We can't do
gonna
that. We gotta be exactly.
He's
We
the
gotta
quarterback.
treat
No, you don't.
special.
You don't
but
treat
no,
a
this is
quarterback
the
like
thing.
a quarterback
And
the
I've
same
said
way.
this, and I've said
We
this
gotta be
before.
special.
What are we talking about? There are
Everybody
special
gets
rules in the game. Hold on. There are special rules in the game designed so the quarterback doesn't get hurt. By virtue of the NFL, the quarterback is more special than any other team. What are we talking about?
But doesn't mean if he's playing like crap, he gets the same deference.
Steven, what about the punter?
That is true.
What about the punter? What about the punter? The kicker. The punter, the kicker, the quarterback. They're the same.
What are we talking about?
They got the same rule for those positions.
He is more special than anybody else on the team.
But you just made a case that it's because of the special rules, but the punters and kickers have the same rules.
Exactly.
And actually, they have one little extra rule. They can't even be touched.
The quarterback is special, but ours has special needs. That's the issue. You have to coddle him. Oh my God.
That's a horrible example. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly, Roach. You point out another hypocrisy and inconsistency of Steven. Steven, you're falling apart this morning, Steven.
You can't talk.
You got to get yourself together.
Steven, you can't talk to us that way, Steven. No, Steven, you can't talk to us that way,
you need to hit the reset button because you're reeling, man. You're reeling.
Take the L. Boss man, take the L.
Steven, you can't talk to me that way, Steven. You can't talk to people that way, Steven. Stop it. Stop it, Steven.
And that's the
You can't
bottom
talk to me that
line.
way.
Because Stephen D said so.
But you can't talk to me that way.
I will say
Stop
this.
it.
I will say this
Stop
that
it.
I love how Steven was yelling and nobody called him crazy. But the second I started yelling because I got a little too excited, I needed to call. I was called crazy.
Call him out, Misfits.
Who called
I
him
did
crazy?
take offense to that special
They
needs
know
comment.
who they
That's
are.
sexist. That's sexist.
I did take offense to that
All
special
I
needs
did
He'll be
was
comment.
banned for
actually
life.
put myself
I
out
hope you know
there,
that.
and I'm not a keyboard warrior. You see my face each and every morning. You got something to say. You can
Get
come
him,
to me
Misfits.
and
You
say
tell him,
Talk to him.
Misfits.
Get him.
Get him.
Talk to him.
Get him.
I did take offense to the
But
special
Steven.
needs comment just a minute ago.
Oh my
What?
God. Oh my God, Alex.
What you take
Alex,
offense
he
to?
is.
Because my
Steven,
son is
real
in
quick,
special needs.
Steven, thank you
Is in
so
special
much.
needs.
Special teams, I think, is what he said, right?
I love
Thank
you.
you.
No,
Thank
Von
you.
Joe
That's
says
right.
ours needs special needs.
And I'll see
Ours
you
is special needs, but
Oh,
Tua do got special
but my
needs. We
son,
can't be mean with them.
but
When I
my
say
son
that, we
is
can't
a
be mean to
special
him.
needs person.
My son has ADHD. But I'm just saying that we can't be mean to him. We can't mistreat him. We can't
You're
put
talking
no
about
pressure
Tua
on
right
him.
here.
We can't bring in no
God. I
competition.
can't even
Oh
put
my
this comment.
gosh. We got to be special with him. Oh my God, guys. You got to be. You got
You
to
didn't bring
take
in
it
no
easy with
competition
Tua.
with Tannehill.
You don't bring
my
in
God.
competition for
Yeah,
top
yeah,
five.
And that's the problem with this team. They haven't brought any
They never brought
competition
any
at the quarterback.
Only iron. Only I know.
You like
I know.
your
Alex. Only iron could sharpen iron, and he's not made out of iron. Okay, I get it.
Top
I
five
understand.
picks. Top five
Aluminum
picks
foil.
don't get. Wait.
He's made out of cotton.
Top 5 picks don't actually get competition.
Top five picks don't get competition.
Top five
They
picks
get
are usually
groomed.
great.
They get groomed.
I hate to tell you this. He has competition now.
Yeah, top 5
Let's be
picks should
clear.
get competition if they like
No,
Jamarcus
they
Russell.
shouldn't. They're not. What? They get groomed. They have the talent already. They need to be groomed. You don't put competition against them.
If your general manager decided that they trash and need to move on, they get competition.
I put an average quarterback up against a rookie top 5 pick. Who do you think go win?
The top 5 if they got any skills.
Oh my God. Versus someone with NFL experience?
What about somebody coming off a major injury?
Let me ask you a question. Hold on.
Oh my God.
What about somebody coming off a major injury?
Hey, hold on. No. We got it. Hold on. We got it right here, fellas. We got it. Hold on, Rashad. Ryan Fitzpatrick, the quarterback that's played for the most teams in the NFL, has the most experience, right? Would you pick him over Justin Herbert?
No.
Would you pick?
You talking about an anomaly?
No. That's right now.
Ain't got nothing to do with an anomaly.
Hey, would you pick him over Joe Burrow?
No.
Would you pick him over Lamar Jackson?
Well, Joe Flacco had Lamar Jackson.
Wait.
Joe Flacco was there before Lamar Jackson.
Let me answer your question. Are we talking about Lamar Jackson's first year? Yes. Absolutely. Sure would. Over Lamar Jackson's first year?
Here we go.
Here we go. This is where he goes off the rails. If it's a competition,
finish your point. I want to see where this was going.
Ryan Fitzpatrick wins.
He was about to say.
About?
No, it's funny, Louis.
After Lamar Jackson's first year, are you drunk?
I agree with Rashad.
No.
But Louis just mentioned.
You're both wrong.
Hold on.
Flacco had
Ryan
Lamar
Fitzpatrick
Jackson on the bench.
in LA will put up the same numbers as
the Super
Justin
Bowl,
Herbert
winner.
Yeah, Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Ryan Fitzpatrick will put up the same numbers as Justin Herbert did.
Joe Flacco was on his last leg and still
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He wasn't on his last leg.
Come on, bro.
I want you to understand who's on your team. Who's on your side?
Come on, bro.
This guy just sat there and said, if you put Fitzpatrick with San Diego, him and Herbert will have the same numbers.
Look, he done lost his mind.
Are you forgetting? Oh my God, Austin Eckler, a better running back than what we had.
Oh my God.
Mike Williams, better receiver core than what we had before.
Oh my God.
Keenan Allen, a better receiving option than we had.
Oh, wait, didn't San Diego have
a better tight end than what we had?
Keenan Allen is a glorified slot receiver.
Didn't San Diego have a competition? Didn't San Diego have a quarterback competition? He lost to Taylor.
They had
Didn't he lose to Taylor?
I know you didn't bring up Tyrod Taylor.
Wait, guys.
I know you just didn't bring up Tyrod Taylor.
Guys, can I ask you something?
Taylor.
Hold on.
No,
Rashad, let's have this conversation.
Didn't Herbert lose to Tyrod?
No, he didn't.
They put him in a competition.
No, he didn't.
That
was his coach. That was his coach making stupid decisions.
Let me tell you something.
Hey, you be quiet.
If I would take Tua over Herbert any day of the week, if the Rose
would take Tua over Herbert.
All right, hold on. Gilberto said all of those quarterbacks you mentioned had real number one wide receivers on the team.
Thank you.
Compare their rosters
Where was
to
Lamar
Miami's
Jackson's number
with
one?
Flo.
Thank you.
Exactly. Where's Lamar Jackson's number one?
Who was Burrow's number one receiver?
Lamar Jackson did not start his rookie year.
Who was Josh Allen's number one? Josh Allen's number one.
It didn't take him long to start.
Who was Burrow number one?
It took him a year.
That's
because the Super Bowl winning quarterback was on the roster.
No,
not
that's not why.
That's not why. Receivers without Burrow?
That is why.
Hold on, Rashad.
They barely made the playoffs.
Good and well, those same receivers without Burrow didn't do nothing. They did absolutely nothing without Burrow. Burrow came in there and did it up.
What you got a whole
numbers. He has a whole without Burrow.
Joe Burrow has a whole new flock of receivers besides Tyler Boyd, who had 1,000-yard, 100-yard catch season without him. What are y'all talking about?
And so what? Devontae Parker had 1,000 yards without Tua. Tua had 1,000-yard receiver at his disposal.
Be quiet. I'm talking to Vine Joe. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins is new. They came with Joe Burrow.
But they both had 1,000 yards before. So this 1,000-yard receiver come 1,000. It comes a dime a dozen. That's not a big.
You're not talking about what I'm talking about.
Hold on, Rashad.
Joe Burrow receivers are brand spanking new besides one.
Y'all like to say that these 1,000-yard receivers was at the disposal of the quarterback. Tua had a 1,000-yard receiver at the disposal of him.
So
what did he do with it?
Tua, what are you talking about?
So Rashad,
Crypto.
Rashad.
Devontae Parker only had one. 1,000-yard receiving.
Why are you talking about Miami?
Yeah, and Tyler Boyd only had 1,000-yard receiver.
Hold on real quick. Rashad, hold on real quick. Alex, hold on real quick. So let's go ahead and fast forward to now because we're going to go back and forth, whatever, right? Because so that means that Tua should be lighting it up this year, right?
Facts.
Yes. Right. Yes.
If we go, so he should be able to win shootouts. He should
be.
So if we get into shootouts,
depends on who he's shooting it out with.
Why does it depend?
It's going to happen as soon as week one. As soon as we start playing zone and Mac Jones start eating us alive.
Okay.
The shootout starts in 2 weeks, in 1 week. The shootout will start in 1 week.
It's not going to begin in 2 weeks because Mac Jones has nobody to throw to.
Because as soon as we start playing zone, Mac Jones is going to beat us alive.
Relax.
Bang, bang, bang.
They're not playing zone.
That means Baltimore.
They did it before last year. They're going to do it again.
Guys.
Steven, how do we get here?
Baltimore, Buffalo, and Cincinnati. If those become shootouts,
that does not mean we should win. That means he should be able to compete. That don't mean we should win.
He should be able to score more than 30 points.
Exactly.
And if he only scores 17, that means we know who the guy is.
Alberto, $100 donation. Let's go. All right, Stephen, do you pull up all the numbers and compare our weapons to the teams? All right, what teams do I? What am I pulling up, Alberto? Tell me exactly what I'm pulling up.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Look what I have.
$100. Yes, the hell I am.
Alberto, I would love to see that, but that's going to trump their
This team will be 3-1.
What teams am I pulling up?
The Chargers and the Bengals.
Chargers and the Bengals. And what am I looking at?
This team will be 3-1.
Wait, while y'all are
The
pulling
two
that up real
quarterbacks
quick,
that have out of this world you've never seen before.
All of a sudden, people won't put it up and say, "Hey, Tua could score 5 touchdowns if it's a shootout."
Yeah, I think he should.
What happens if he only scores 1 touchdown?
I don't think that's an automatic win.
Do y'all notice the constant problem is like we want
a shootout. That means anybody could win. Sorry, Rob. My bad.
It's been 2 years, and anytime somebody's
Von Joe,
not anybody
can win a shootout. You got to have one of those guys.
Oh my God,
even being a shootout.
Never mind.
So hopefully, Tua's one of those guys.
I'm done talking, Roach.
Chargers stats.
We're going to know immediately in week 1 whether or not Tua can win the shootout.
They're going to beat They're going to beat Baltimore.
Man,
right now, based on what you guys have said, that means that Tua this year, which I fully expect, will have at least 4,300 yards minimum with 38 to 42 touchdowns. That is what he has the potential to do with
All right,
these
hold on. All right, hold on.
Okay, Von Joe froze for a minute.
All right, here we go. So, team stats. What am I looking? Passing, rushing, average drive?
They want passing.
Oh, you're looking for their big three. Their big three compared to our big three. We don't have a big three.
So last year, the Cincinnati
on
Bengals.
On paper, we did. They just never participated.
Last year, the Cincinnati Bengals threw for 4,403 yards, 36 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. Okay. And then as far as receiving is concerned, receivers, their top 3 were Jamar Chase with 1,455 and I believe 13 touchdowns. Their second was T. Higgins with 1,091 and 6 touchdowns receiving. And then their third wide receiver was Tyler Boyd with 828 touchdowns or 828 yards and 5 touchdowns.
I can't believe I'm saying this. What about Dawson Knox?
The third receiver was
the Bengals. So the Chargers last year, okay, were team stats 4,800 yards, 38 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Their big 3 receiving last year was okay, Mike Williams had 1,000 1,146 yards in 9 touchdowns. Keenan Allen had 1,138 yards in 6 touchdowns. And their third best receiver was Austin Eckler with 647 yards in 8 touchdowns. Now, the Miami Dolphins, okay, stats from last year. By the way, none of this compares in any way, shape, or form. I'm just going to throw that out there now. Our team stats last year were 3,651 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. In our big three last year had Jalen Waddle had 1,015 yards and 6 touchdowns.
If he was on Cincinnati, he would have had like 1,700 yards. But go ahead.
Mike Gesicki had 780 yards and 2 touchdowns. And our third best wide receiver last year was Devontae Parker with 515 yards and 2 touchdowns. In no way, shape, or form did our numbers last year reflect the numbers that those two people put up.
Steven, let me ask you a question.
We were not even
so Steven,
but we had wide receivers on the roster that put over 1,000 yards before.
Hold on. Let Lewis ask you.
Albert Wilson and Fuller had 1,000-yard receivers
never
before.
had 1,000 yards in
Lewis.
Yes, he has.
Hold on. Lewis got a question.
The top 5 receiver when he was in Houston.
He played 4 plays.
I'm talking about, but still, he had 1,000 yards season before.
What does that mean? He didn't play for us.
Rashad, hold on. Lewis, what's the question?
He had 1,000-yard receiver at his disposal.
Hold on, Crypto. All right, bro. Go. What's your question, Lewis?
Color made a good point in the comment section. Can we look up those same guys' numbers without Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow throwing them the ball? See, because
there's no way to separate. I don't know how to separate that. That would be a lot.
Crypto, you said Albert Wilson had 1,000-yard receiving core? Had 1,000-yard receivers?
Yes,
he
that's
never
what
had
he just said.
Stat from 2 years
he
ago.
never had 1,000-yard receiver in his life. His most,
he has.
No, he hasn't. His career high was 2017 in Kansas City with 554 yards. That's the highest he's ever had.
Yo, I had this talk.
I'm talking about his trajectory.
Just because you say it a bunch of times doesn't mean
he ain't never been trajected.
He's never been trajected to have 1,000-yard receiver.
So here's a better question. Because Alex says 3-1. After just hearing about all that, and this is the second year of these guys being together, why are you so comfortable that we're just gonna beat Cincinnati?
I never said we're gonna beat Cincinnati. I said we're gonna go 3-1.
What is that?
You said we're 3-1. You said we're 3-1. Who are we losing to? Cincinnati?
Hot pocket? Oh,
yeah. I think we do lose to Cincinnati.
Okay, so let's
leftover
go ahead
birthday
and
pizza.
So
and I think we beat Buffalo.
That's the best.
Do we beat San Diego?
I think we beat LA. Yes.
So we're gonna beat LA Chargers.
We beat Baltimore.
And
we beat Baltimore. And we beat New England.
Nobody's beating San Diego. San Diego's not beating San Diego.
We're beating the Patriots week 1.
Oh yeah. I didn't even. So we're beating the LA Chargers after the numbers that we just heard.
My boy,
we are beating LA. Yes, we are.
Hold on, Joe. Let me put this in perspective.
Okay.
We already beat the Chargers.
Time out.
We already beat them once. Yeah.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Everybody, let me talk. Give me a minute. You got to put this in perspective, right? The Miami Dolphins have a totally different offense this year. And Tyreek opens up that field. It just makes it totally different. And if you want something to point back to, we can go back to Buffalo Bills when they signed Stephon Diggs, which was Josh Allen's 3rd year. When Stephon came into that team, he opened up the entire offense in that playbook for Josh. And Josh,
Let me
finish.
Let him finish. That's a terrible example.
Hold on. Let me
it's
finish.
disingenuous. Color is right.
No.
It's really terrible.
Guys.
Come on, let me
Come on, guys.
Will y'all let him finish?
You got exactly. Let him finish his cool story. Go ahead.
Okay. If you go back and look at the first 2 years of Josh Allen, he didn't put up great numbers. He was below average. He did not look great. There were Buffalo fans can say all they want. There was a good portion of that fan base that was like, we need to find another quarterback of the future because Josh Allen isn't it. The moment Stephon Diggs came into that room, and on that team, it was a totally different team. And I believe the same thing is going to happen here for us this year.
Oh,
not only
he was always on the upward trajectory prior to Diggs coming there.
No, he wasn't.
Not only because of Tyreek, but because of the offense that Mike McDaniel's implementing. This is going to be a totally different offense than what we've seen Tua's first 2 years. So the numbers that we see this year, every last one of those numbers should go up this year. And if they don't, get rid of them all, as far as I'm concerned.
Am I allowed to give you some pushback, Steven?
Real quick,
am I allowed to give you some pushback on that comment?
It's going to say terrible example. And say that the defense beat the Chargers. The defense did not beat the Chargers.
Hold on. I hate the fact that you're going to make me sit here and defend Josh Allen. I hate you for this. I truly do. First off, Josh Allen had the physical capabilities and was on an upward trajectory, but it wasn't just because of the receiver that got there. That helped. That was one half of the problem. But one of the issues that Josh Allen had was not a physical issue. It was a accuracy issue. And that could be coached. And they got the coach that came in and fixed that accuracy issue that he had. So Stephon Diggs was only half of the issue. They did both in 1 year, where they got a QB coach to fix his accuracy issues, his footwork, and that's when you saw him really take off.
And Stephon played a big part in that too, sir. It opened up that offense.
You still got to be accurate. You can have a skilled wide receiver all you want.
He already got the accuracy, so we're good there.
But he doesn't have.
He don't have the arm.
That's a lie. That's a fact.
That's a BS lie, Louis. Come on, man.
Come on, Alex, stop it.
No. When it compares to arm strength, Josh Allen has Tua beat any day of the week. Josh Allen does have Tua beat. Josh Allen does have Tua beat. Hold on. Can I finish, please? Can I finish?
That is just fact.
Can I finish? You're not listening to what I just said. You're not listening, sir.
No, I'm not gonna let you get lie to
Josh Allen has Tua beat with arm strength. You're right.
Okay,
but Tua is a better accurate quarterback than Josh Allen.
He's stronger and he's faster.
Oh my God! You don't need to be 6'5" to be a good quarterback.
Get on, Von Jones.
You don't need to be a 6'5", 230-pound guy to be a great quarterback.
All right, hold on.
No one's saying that, Alex.
Hold on. Von Joe, give me a second.
Well, it just so happens that he is.
Tua does not have Josh Allen beaten.
Pete just paid for your swear jar.
Thank you, Pete. Because these guys have to take up a $2 sock puppet that you get to a 3-year-old.
First of all, I never said that Tua has a better arm than Josh Allen. I never said that. I never said that.
You leave it up to Stephen D. He'll say it.
I never said that.
Damn.
Josh Allen has a better arm than what Tua does.
I'm sure Stephen D. will say that.
That's not
only where it starts.
No, he's all in on the tank.
But this whole narrative, with Tua
he has a
and
bigger arm. He's bigger, so he can shake off sacks better. He can run better than Tua.
Steven, look at the private chat.
That's fine, but that doesn't. That's fine.
Accuracy over him. That's it.
Josh Allen is not more accurate than
The
Tua
last
is.
couple of your stats on PFR. On who?
You can do it on all three. At the very top left, you can hit previous year and keep going.
So am I doing?
Josh Allen has more talent.
Herbert, Tua.
Josh Allen's career stats.
All right, hold on, guys.
2019.
Hold up 1 second. Roberto.
Why do we have to compare stats every time?
Hold on.
Stats don't matter if you're.
Hold on.
He's a better accurate throw than
Colombian.
Whatever.
I can't find you because you changed your name.
What else does he have?
All right, hold on.
Over Josh Allen?
Dropping dimes in a bucket don't count.
You guys are killing me. Guys, hold up. Hilberto, you're on the panel. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Roberto. Yo, shout out to you, my guy. Right now.
All right, the floor is yours, Hilberto. Go ahead.
Thank you. So we've seen this story before. We've seen Alex Smith. He was written off in 49ers, right? Then he gets put in a good situation in Kansas City, and he resurrects his career. Not a dude with a super strong arm. It wasn't, one of the best quarterbacks, but he had a great career. He also put Tyreek Hill on the map, right? He was balling with Tyreek Hill before Mahomes even got there. You know, wasn't throwing the ball super deep, so the Tyreek Hill Tua thing could work out, right? You've seen it happen with Drew Brees.
What happened to Alex Smith after that?
He was traded because Patrick Mahomes.
Exactly, a more athletic and a more talented quarterback.
Let him go, Vonjo.
You may continue.
Go ahead. That team wasn't stacked the way it was when Mahomes took over. If you look down the roster, that team wasn't stacked the way it was. Those guys were growing every year, and he just stepped in.
Replaced them.
Yeah.
And guess what? Alex Smith got replaced by a more younger, a more talented quarterback with a bigger arm.
They were still able to win, though. Were they not able to win?
Got Alex Smith the heck out of there, and they won.
They got him out of there. They were able to win, but they didn't lift their Lombardi Trophy when it mattered.
I think that was more of a product of Denver than Kansas City. You got to remember, Denver was balling.
Super Bowl with?
Say it again.
How many Super Bowl appearances did Alex Smith have with KC?
He didn't. But his team,
Moving on.
Team up and down the roster wasn't the same as it was when Mahomes took over and they won that Super Bowl.
Mahomes
had nothing to do with the roster. Mahomes took them to a Super Bowl caliber team. It's that simple. Stop fighting the grain.
Okay, you're bringing up Alex Smith, a person that got replaced with somebody with more.
Right, yeah, this argument don't even make sense.
And and had a bigger arm. Next.
So do we not? If you look at our roster, where Alex Smith was
bring somebody else up.
Is our roster not better?
But it had nothing to do with the roster, Roberto. It has to do with Patrick Mahomes. That's the difference. It's not about the roster.
Got Alex Smith the heck out of there. Please
it's about the quarterback that's leading the team.
We can win with Tua. We can win with Tua. Same thing with Drew Brees.
We can win with Alex Smith.
And he went over.
Smith had Kareem Hunt, Travis Kelce. He had a whole bunch of guys.
Hold on, guys. We could win with Tua.
Alex Smith didn't have Kelce.
Exactly. Alex Smith had a whole bunch of guys. He had Kelce there still.
And Kareem Hunt.
Alberto, here's the question. We could win with Tua. I get that part. I'm not going to fight that. But can we win with Tua? That's the question.
We don't know yet.
I hear you.
We don't know yet.
History says we can't. History hasn't showed us because you just named the quarterbacks that got replaced by more athletic quarterbacks.
Why does Tua need a big arm when Tom Brady didn't win with a big arm until he got Randy Moss?
You know how many shots down the field?
Oh my God!
Tom Brady had.
Exactly. Tom Brady took shots down the field with tight ends.
All right, hold on one second.
Before Randy Moss even got there.
Pete just donated $20. Appreciate it. I love how people are donating and not kicking people off on while they're just donating for the.
Let's not conveniently forget Deion Branch was a deep threat, and Troy Brown was.
Let me
read
this. Let me read this.
He said, deep passes a game, bro.
He said, Hilberto, listen. Alex Smith limited the move. Hilberto, listen. Alex Smith limited they move from San Francisco. Then Kansas City did the same. And now the Niners are doing it too with Jimmy G, with Lance. And Miami fans don't see that. Tua is being played out by his 7th rounder, Skyler time.
Big facts. Big facts, Pete. Big facts, Pete. Wow.
Tired of the Tua hate cult that can't let others talk. Adios, Fonjo, for 10 minutes. Go drink some water and dilute the pre-workouts.
Fonjo. Get the out of here.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Caffeine, boy.
You're gone for 10 minutes, Fonjo. We'll see you back in 10.
It's hard for me to understand that I dislike Tua too. I'm not gonna lie, but I understand what we've given him. I don't expect him to throw 40 to 50 touchdowns with Albert Wilson, Mac Hollins. Last year, Waddle. I don't expect that.
Hey, real quick, let me just say the results of the poll. Do you have faith in Noah? 116 votes. 53% said no. 46% said yes. So
wow, I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
I'm shocked too.
I'm shocked because you guys are hypocrites. Y'all ain't believing in this so-called coaching that like to unlock people.
Can I ask a question?
Tell them crypto. Let them know.
I never said I didn't have faith.
You guys bragging on how good of a locksmith this coaching staff is. Then you got to be consistent in saying he can unlock Noah.
My words were
exactly.
I said. Time out. Let me hold on. Let me finish. Let me predicate something. I believe that Matt Applebaum was an amazing coaching decision, and here's why. He took a Boston College team that is not a top 25, heck, even a top 50 program in college football. And he made them the number one offensive line over 260 schools in college football. That's amazing. Y'all need to put some respect on that man's name.
Hey, can I
if
ask
you
a question?
if you take that theory, right, and say, okay, well, look what he did with Boston College, not, and Boston College
is different from pros.
I get it, but
Just want to put that out there.
I get that, Crypto. I'm not denying that, but I'm talking about a man coaching up a offensive line. And part of the success for them to have the number one offensive line in all of college football, you would have to think, all right, by virtue of that, he comes here to Miami. He's obviously going to make our offensive line that's currently here better than what they were before. He has to.
In theory.
But
Doesn't mean when the lights are turned on, it's a different story.
We're not just talking about that. We're talking about for the corners too.
But at the NFL level, Patrick Surtain took Kansas City secondary from 29 to 6. How come he can't do it with our secondary with Noah?
Again, you guys are talking about two different conversations. I'm talking about Applebaum with the O-line. I'm not sitting here disrespecting Sam Madison or Patrick Surtain.
And we were talking.
You are if you don't believe they can resurrect Noah's career.
I don't believe in Noah.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I don't believe in Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain. Noah has
you're being inconsistent.
He deserves to be on this roster.
Why don't you believe in our great locksmiths?
Noah didn't put in
this has
work
nothing to do with Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain.
Hey,
it has everything to do with him.
Noah. Point blank. I just don't have faith in him.
Why do we always
got wrong with me saying that?
But why do we?
Because you're inconsistent.
I'm not inconsistent. What are you talking about? I'm inconsistent. It's two different things. I believe in Matt Applebaum and what he can do, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
You believe that he could take Matt Applebaum could take a trash line into a good one, right?
No, so here's what I've seen. I've seen 2 years of Noah not dressing, and when he does dress, he's not been good. And the other thing that I've also seen in this preseason,
like ball game said, you need reps at that position to develop.
With the exception of one game, Crypto, or one play, not even one game, one play is the only thing I've seen Noah do good this year. Otherwise,
that's because you got selective amnesia. You're turning a blind eye. That's all.
Wrong. I'm not.
All of us
I'm
seen
watching
the same play.
Just like anybody else.
All of us seen the same.
The quarterbacks clearly, even
That's not
third-string
the point.
quarterbacks were throwing towards him. They were clearly picking on him. He is a liability. And if he gets into a game, what do you think in week 3 Josh Allen's going to do if Noah's on the field?
You're right, Steven. You're right, Steven. You think
Okay, then that means your quarterback needs to elevate his play so he can match Josh Allen.
You're right, Steven. You're right, Steven. You can develop a player on the bench. You're absolutely right.
Okay,
Guys,
they can say anything about the 5th overall pick because he's not matching what the Buffalo's doing.
Noah wasn't balling out in college though. He was a project. Can
I ask everybody a question though? Why is it that we push this narrative that? And again, this is going back to Tua, but like we say this team, we always say this team is built for Tua. We put all these weapons around Tua. Well, let me ask you guys a question, and this is for real. Let's say Tua Tagovailoa wasn't our quarterback, and we had a chance to get Tyreek Hill. Do you think he would be on the team? Do you think if Tua wasn't the quarterback and we had a chance to get Tyron Armstead that he wouldn't be on the team? Like this team was not built for Tua. This team was built to build up the Miami Dolphins. This narrative that we built, this narrative that everybody wants to hold on, Alex, I'm talking. This narrative that everybody wants to put out that this team is just for Tua and we have to give Tua all these chances because it was built for him. No, it's built for the Miami Dolphins. Just like all of us are not Tua fans, we're built for the Miami Dolphins.
Lewis, that separates the Dolphins fans from the Tua-neers. They think that they've been built for Tua. It's built for the Dolphins. It's built for the franchise.
Hold up. Let me respond to
I think we're all on the same page with
Lewis, so I don't necessarily disagree with your statement. But what have I said on my show before, Lewis? 2 things can be true, correct?
Correct.
And it's also and everybody mostly agrees with my statement when I say that. And it's also true that Tua's going to get every opportunity to succeed here. Like it, love it, hate it, it doesn't matter.
Louis.
It's what the reality of the situation is going to be. And McDaniel, part of the reason he knew what he was coming to was, can you coach Tua? Can you get Tua to that next level? I believe that I can. And he takes that as a personal challenge, and he's going to bring them up. He's going to bring
This is the issue, Louis. I'm not saying you're wrong, buddy, but I'm saying you're wrong. No, but I am saying he's wrong because what we've did, not on defense, but hold on. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's right, but he's wrong because this team is built for Tua. The coach they got for Tua. They removed and replaced the tall receivers that can't get separation and went all out and got small speedsters for Tua. A lot of this offense, speed linemen for Tua. Teron Armstead for Tua to help him upgrade the run game. All of that offensively is for Tua. They got rid of Brian Flores because he couldn't communicate good with Tua. This is the issue. Tua is the biggest problem on this team. And this is why I said you just brought a big hot topic, Louis. Everything they're trying to do with this guy and force it upon him and trying to make him feel like he's that guy, they're just moving us backwards. Listen to me, Louis. They're doing everything for Tua. And they're look, and you guys know what I'm about to say is true. Hold on. You guys know what I'm about to say is so true, right? When we got Greer, hold on. I haven't even said it. When we got Greer, one of his best moves, when we got Greer fully the GM, one of his best moves was cutting Sue and all these high salary guys, right? To fix the salary. Now that he's at the end of his term, right? What is he doing? Trading all of the capital, expending Teron Armstead and Tyreek Hill, huge deals, doing exactly what supposedly he fixed on his last year on a desperate year for Tua. This is a big abomination that's going on in front of our faces, and we're acting like we're going to be a contender when really we know Greer is a pretender.
First off,
he rhymes, so it makes sense.
Let me just say this to you right now: the contracts with Hill and Armstead, they could get out of the contracts in 2 years,
and they can get that contract anywhere.
They will save money in 2 years if they cut Hill or Armstead. Okay,
and Armstead deal is
and another thing is this: the Xavier Howard deal that they restructured as well. Chris Greer made that contract where they could get out of it in 2 to 3 years as well. Okay, you people tend to forget,
but that's not the point.
Color says Pete is
those contracts are not.
Listen. Armstead is only going to be playing 13 games a season. Just get that in your head right now.
But that's not what I think.
And another thing is this. Louis, you are right. I agree with you.
Yeah, 100%. I know I'm right.
Here's another thing is this. They would not have enough money to sign Armstead and to try to trade for Hill because they would have spent money to try to get another quarterback.
Now, if Greer was smart, he would have got somebody that can back up Armstead because he's guaranteed only 13 games a season.
We got little.
Everything we did offensively is for Tua, and everything defensively stayed
This team was built around to help Tua.
You're right. We got little. We'll see when the lights are switched on and how good he performs.
That's where you're wrong. It's not to build around Tua. It's to build around the Miami Dolphins.
But again,
you're right. You're right. But if we weren't dealing with this Tua situation,
spend money to try to get a quarterback.
Alex, if Tua falls flat on his face this year, guess what? Tua will be out of here, but Teron Armstead and Tyreek will be here. So
this is what I mean by this fan base.
It was built for the Dolphins.
I just want to stay.
Tyreek Hill is not out the door.
There is a guy they brought in.
Armstead gonna put himself out the door because he can never stay on the field.
It's August 31st. We just had our 53-man roster. And the argument still today is about Tua. That amazes me.
It's going to be that way.
He established himself as the franchise quarterback.
Steven, he's a no-brainer player. He's a polarizing player. He has to be spoken about.
Steven, this conversation is going to be had until he establishes himself
Steven,
as the
I see
guy.
it in your face. I think you're really scared we might be right.
Yeah, or until Skyler takes over.
We're gonna be at
I'm reading your body language, man.
Right about what? Right about what?
I'm
We
gonna
can't get a quarterback.
My head is up. My eyes are up. My body language is not.
Y'all want me to
that,
tell
okay?
you, hey, Roach? You want me to tell you something, Roach?
What's up?
I am nervous and I am terrified of week 1 coming
That's
up,
okay.
right? And
But
I
we're
think
here
you
for
guys.
It's going to be a shootout. I'm
hear
almost
me
certain
out.
because they're going to play
Who the hell
South
do the
Zone.
Patriots have that they will beat the Dolphins?
Alex,
Because we played that weak-ass zone.
Can I talk? Can I
Yeah,
speak?
that was
so
very
you guys
rude,
could
Alex, to
understand?
interrupt him.
Can I speak so maybe you guys could understand what I'm nervous about, what I'm scared about for my team? Now,
Go
hear
ahead,
me out.
please.
Lewis,
You've been talking for 20 minutes.
I had just got up here. You guys were rambling about everything. Look,
You
Lewis
just gave
was
a
up
long,
here.
you just gave a long ass soliloquy about.
Pete, I'm sorry for
why
the experience you're having here today.
By Tua.
It's okay.
On behalf of my
I know what it
employer,
feels
I would like to apologize to you.
I just want to say this because Lewis did say
don't apologize.
Lewis did kind of bring this up yesterday to a certain point, and I think people ignored it, right? We scored how many points in week 3 against the Eagles?
48.
That
Well,
was
41 because the defense scored 7.
48.
And they
Lewis,
got the
that's
whole
a
fan
lot
base
of points.
delusional because we beat the crap out of the Atlanta in the last preseason. And how did that work in the regular season?
Okay, but wait. We're coming off the high horse right now. 48 preseason points scored at home was a thing of beauty. Let's just keep it real. Now, what is going on the team that we face?
We beat everybody by a big margin in the preseason every year for the last 35 years.
Okay, but hear me out, dude. The Patriots all summer, all spring, even preseason with the starters have been struggling. They've been playing bad. Everything has been terrible on their part. Now, here comes week 1. The Dolphins have been great. The Patriots have been bad. It's going to all flip on us. If the Patriots blow us out week 1, it's going to look terrible. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the fear. We cannot lose week 1 at all, dude. Because if we do,
that's what I'm
we're
saying.
losing to a team that has been being spoken bad about all off season. Their starters are bad. Their offensive line is crushed. They have Devontae Parker as their number 1. This
and
is
they have
the
Matt
fear.
Patricia going offensive
and Mac Jones
after
as
week
the
1, if we
quarterback,
lose,
who had better numbers at Alabama in his senior year than any other quarterback had in that school.
I'm sorry.
We just gave you the floor for that.
What are we talking about? Like, why are we acting like Tom Brady's still the quarterback to New England?
They got Matt
makes
Patricia
it worse.
plays over
act
there.
like he's
That's
the
a top
quarterback.
100 quarterback, bro. And a Pro Bowler.
And a Pro Bowler.
And
Wow.
a playoff quarterback.
Wow.
So is Teddy Bridgewater. So is Teddy
reserve
Bridgewater.
Pro
Now
Bowler,
what?
right? That wasn't even.
Where was Tua?
Bro,
Tua was sitting there playing Xbox. That's where he was.
And this is what I'm hearing.
And
all I
He
hear.
put a Pro Bowler on the bench. That's what Tua
And
was.
y'all know what? And this is what the fan base is doing, okay? I'm not blaming
That's where
any
Tua
of you.
was.
I'm
Mac
not blaming
Jones is
any
nothing
of you.
special.
Yeah, he
But what
probably
I
ain't playing
keep
Madden. He's
hearing,
probably playing
but the
video
guy,
game golf.
this is the guy that I keep hearing it the most out of. It is actually Steven. Steven is the guy that I hear this the most out of. He is skipping.
Oh, you calling me out? Okay.
Yeah, but it's a lot. But you're not the only one though, Steven. But I'm hearing it a lot from you.
Okay, I'm
This
ready. I'm
whole
listening.
fan base is skipping the Patriots and they're going straight to the Bills. That's what a lot of you guys are doing. You guys are overseeing the Patriots and the Ravens, and you're going straight to the Bills.
He's right. Steven, you almost sucked me into this crap, Steven.
What are you
If we lose week 1, I think that's the disaster loss.
Is my audio good, guys?
It will be a loss to the Patriots.
Guys, is my audio okay?
What are you talking
Okay, guys.
about?
Could I have the
But
floor
you
for a
guys
second,
are making it seem like the Bills will be the disaster. I don't hear enough of that. But go ahead, y'all can have the floor. I'm sorry.
I don't think the Patriots will be that good this year. Number one, Matt Patricia's calling plays. Matt Patricia, a defensive-minded player.
Bonjo,
a
have the floor.
defensive-minded coach is calling offensive plays. Are you kidding?
Bonjo.
Alex, are you done?
Okay, Mac Jones, the quarterback. That was
Alex, are you done?
that didn't look that didn't do nothing special.
He did the same thing that Tua did.
At all.
He did the same thing that Tua did, but went to the playoffs.
Let me have the
And yet he was 2-0 against them. So what?
He did the same thing that Tua did and made the playoffs.
Guys,
Stop
I'm
it,
nice
Louis.
and calm. I had some
He
coconut
did.
water.
Nah, he had a way better situation.
I'm nice and calm right now, guys.
Way
He
better
wasn't a better situation,
Louis.
You know what,
Lewis,
Andreas? I need my money back from last year.
Hold on.
Andreas, get up here. I need my money back from last year.
He won a game and threw 10 yards. He won a game against Buffalo and threw.
I'm just glad I'm up here.
Don't matter. You're on mute, bro. Where's his weapons?
I'm just glad I'm up here.
They had a run game. I just want a moment, guys. And they had an offensive-minded coach. Come on, Roberto, give me a second.
Yeah, the offensive-minded coach, Bill Belichick, is a defensive mind.
No, but I'm talking about.
What are we talking about?
I'm talking about.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels called plays. Who is a
my bearded brother? Alexander, my bearded brother. Please give me the floor for a second. Monjo, you've been in timeout, bro. Now you want to come. I know, and I'm back.
Hey, some of these guys make it seem. Hey, some of these guys make it seem like the offensive coordinator is the coach.
Pete,
go ahead.
Pete, give me a second. So, guys, I have had some coconut water. I'm evened out now, and I've seen the lights.
The coconut water with the little nims in it.
Guys, you guys must relax, please. Tua is our salvation. Okay. Please, all my brothers here.
Problems
all my brothers, come.
Coconut water. Drink vodka that Vonjo's drinking. That's vodka.
You wanted the floor for that?
My brothers, come to the
altar. Take Wednesdays.
You're confusing me.
Hey, let me see the passenger seat. I think you're with CB. I think you're with CB83 flip flopping like that. Let me see that passenger seat.
Where's that bottle? Where's the bottle? We gotta see that bottle.
Tua's our salvation, my brothers and sisters.
We
all must come and bend the knee to the altar of Tua.
Hey, CB has him under gun control. CB has him under gun control.
All right. Once we all see the lights, we all will come together.
I'm going to go buy some coconut water right now, guys. I'm on my way to go buy some coconut water. If this is what it needs, I got to go get it.
Oh, my God.
So refreshing to know that my God-fearing quarterback that wear crosses under his eyes is going to bring us to the promised land.
I'll take it.
VJ,
to a time.
He's such a good guy.
You all just inspired me to make a movie about Tua for my class.
I'm just saying, he's such a good guy.
Look at Steve. He's so fantastic. Even throwing fuel to the fire. Look at him.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Vonjo, let's keep it going. I'm going to tell you. Hey, Vonjo, I'm going to keep it going. Because it's Tua time. It's Tua time. Hey, check this out. What quarterback could get you more mad than Tua with those little pineapple slice passes? This guy's completing. Tua is about to complete.
My intuition told me this.
Yes, my intuition. Yes. He was a golden pick, guy.
Two time, let's go.
The left, oh my God.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Look at Pete. Look at
Uno
Pete.
What?
Super Bowl, yeah, we in route.
Two time, overhype,
but I just know I like it. So excited. He gonna notice now.
I will hop on camera. I ain't got no clothes on.
From that rock. Shout out to some more, and now it's time to lay the smack down.
Like, this is what we needed right here.
Dwayne Johnson, baby.
Hey, I already told everybody, man. Tua's gonna have 36 completions week 1. I don't care if they're 3 yards.
Well, all I know, Pete, is we will probably get to see Skyler this year at some point.
My prediction is between weeks 2 to 5. 2 to 5, we'll see Skyler starting.
You must join us.
Week 16 and 17. We already locked into the playoffs.
Hey,
I like
it. Either way, Rashad.
Let me fix it. Hold on.
Whatever. I think we're gonna see him.
I had to play a little Tua time just to bring y'all back down to earth.
Hey, listen, let me tell you. No,
you don't want to see. Wait,
earth.
Steven, you don't want to see Skyler get any snaps in the regular season?
Tua's gonna open it up.
Because we could be up. We could be throwing a 40 burger and they put in Skyler, dude.
You know it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen.
You see that right there, Steven?
No, I don't want that.
I like it.
I don't want it.
That's Tua right there, baby.
Rose, let me tell you.
Right next to the real goat.
It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense.
To a T.
Andrevius, what? Is
19.
Andrevius, I don't know if this is Andrevius or not. Andrevius is trying to get in. Somebody, I need somebody to drop.
I'm gonna go bask. I'm gonna go bask in this great light of Tua that I am in.
Andrevius, it's free in the back. You can come in now, Andrevius.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna go anyways. Steven, it's
Joe,
been so much fun, guys.
Miss Vince, that was a nice helmet.
Von Joe, are you at Tua's training facility? Is that where you're at?
Miss Vince, that was a good
preschool.
helmet.
Great light of Tua non.
Rose said the preschool.
Von Joe is basking in the sun.
I'm gonna go, Steven, so Dennis can get up here.
All right, Miss Vince,
but thank you guys. That was a lot of. I was trying to do a little wilding out, and you
all must bask with me.
But anyway,
Everybody go outside.
I'll see y'all later, okay?
All right,
everybody go outside. Tua is shining down on South Florida.
All right, Andrevius.
Come on, Andrevius.
Joe, get out of here,
Von Joe. Andrevius, come on with that.
That's what it is. Andrevius don't want to smoke. He don't want to smoke.
Lewis, go outside and bask, my brother. Bask with me.
I thought you ran into a rabbit hole.
It's raining where I'm at, Von Joe. It's raining where I'm at.
Well, he's either crying or peeing, bro.
Andrevius, get up.
Well, it's raining, Lewis, because you refuse to bow at the altar of Tua.
Get out of here, Von Joe. Yeah, get out of here, Von Joe.
Yes. Shine on me, Tua, shine. Yeah.
We're taking advice from a preschool teacher.
I got a TikTok video ready for this one.
Hey, we clipping you, Von. Von, we got receipts. You're a Tua-neer.
Hold on, Von. Hold on, Von. Von, this is, here we go.
Tua-neer.
Bask, my people. Bask in the great shine.
Oh, I'm totally I'm photoshopping this.
Move your thumb. Move your thumb.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, keep your thumb where it's at.
I'm putting some CGI on this.
Yes.
Check out Discord. Go to Discord if you want to see what I create.
Back with those tomatoes.
All right.
Hey, shout out to Von. Biggest Tua-neer of the year.
Von Joe, catch some tomatoes.
Once you bask in the
look, Alex is your friend now, Von Joe.
You'll see everything clear.
Catch some tomatoes, Von Joe.
Why am I catching tomatoes? You could throw tomatoes at me. Tua will make it into a great marinara sauce.
Tua will outshine me. Tua will shine on me any day of the week.
What is happening?
You can't throw tomatoes at me. It's Tua time, people. Throw all the tomatoes you want.
All right, so now, okay, Von Joe, you can stop trolling right now.
Wayne, you're right. The backpedaling is going to be epic this year. They're going to be.
Me and Tua will turn it into all your tomatoes into.
Hey, Wayne,
when it happens, if he turns out to be amazing, we're all just gonna jump on the train if he's amazing.
Like, that guy's never gonna have. He's never gonna be an exciting player.
If he does turn out to be a miracle, because I think you're right.
Jump on the train. Roach, y'all will not jump on this train.
Are you the conductor? You're not the conductor.
What's going to happen?
Keep that same energy.
Tyreek is the only reason why Tua showed up in Armstead. In this
well, that's for me to determine, isn't it?
Listen.
Isn't that same energy?
That's what's going to be said. That's what's going to happen.
I have to wait to see if I'm going to say that though. Well, I'm just saying people could jump on and off this train whenever they want.
Well,
it's not going to be the Tua train. That's what I'm saying.
The main flip flopper would be Steven.
This conversation got my phone running hot, so I must go now.
Have a nice day, sir.
All right, you guys have a wonderful day. See, I didn't get
all
kicked
that
off.
damn Tua talk you did, Von Joe.
I know who Von Joe is, Steven. He's Nemesis.
Von Joe, just so you know, you owe $4 to the swear jar. Actually,
no. Wait, no, my swear jar was paid up.
You're right. Never mind.
Hey, Von Joe, go look up Nemesis.
Tua paid it off for you, Von Joe.
Exactly, Tua did. All was forgiven at the altar of Tua.
I don't know, but that's the slowest flash I've ever seen because he's still on camera. I thought he was gonna drop.
He said he doesn't run. He said he don't run.
Estefan, I hear Estefan. We've been quiet, buddy. What's good with you? How you been, bro?
I'm good.
I haven't heard enough of your takes, dude.
No,
what you got on the table?
Ain't no backpedaling going on.
They converted you into a Tua-neer in Twitter?
If you've been...
Estefan's been doing Twitter. He doesn't care about the morning show no more.
If you turned into a Tua-neer,
we know. I think so. I'm starting to believe that.
If you've been objective, then you can't be wrong, right?
So I've been objective for the past 3. I've been objective about it for the past 3 years, so I ain't doing no backpedaling. The one that is backpedaling, that would be Mr. Steven, the star of the show. Just saying, flip-flopping. That's his MO. Look. Listen,
don't worry.
No,
hey, we already know, Estefan, by week 5, Steven's going to be up here with a new solo song called Skyler Time, Skyler Time.
No, listen, I think Tua looks good right now, to be honest. He looks different in a positive way. I think his body looks like it actually changed, so for the better. But that's not flip-flopping. That's just a fact. But he still got to do it during the regular season. If he can't get it together, then yeah, I mean, it's going to be like all hands on deck as far as criticism. But
I see the same Tua. What you talking about?
We haven't seen. Oh, I hope you don't see the same Tua, because the same Tua, if you're talking about going back to last year, that is not sufficient enough to be a franchise quarterback, my friend. Because that was not a franchise quarterback last year.
Tua dinked and dunked.
Last year,
Tua dinked and dunked all preseason
last year,
except for one play. What y'all talking about? Am I wrong? Did y'all see something different?
What do you guys want? What do you want? What do you want Tua to do?
Who's altar call? Who's altar call?
If anything,
turn over the ball.
I'm responding to Von Joe's altar call moment. That's what we need.
Is that crypto?
So now you're the altar.
We're having prayer and worship service, so I figured the altar call was coming soon.
No.
Hey, Roach, did you read my conspiracy theory in the private chat?
I think they said churches.
But here's my issue. Tua has not shown improvement, Estefan. If anything, he's shown regression. That arm, that ball that he threw to Tyreek Hill on the opening play, it looks like his rookie year, he throws that 2 years further.
2 years further or 2 yards?
I mean, 2 yards further.
He didn't plan his speed.
On his rookie year, he threw the deepest ball we've ever seen to Jakeem Grant almost out of the end zone. That was a money play. Now we're seeing balls even shorter thrown.
Yeah, I saw it. I like it. Makes sense.
I'm not sure, man. I think Tua is just regressing. This is the type of player Tua is. If he's not being praised and amazed by those peers around him, it's not gonna glow. And that's what I believe. He's already succeeded to the point where he knows he's going to fail in this league. I think I'm the body language king. I've seen it. I see it and I feel it. Like I'm
going to say something,
anymore.
Pete.
He lost.
Pete, you're not going to agree.
He lost that little disco light ball out of his eyes. They're not glowing anymore. This is what I try to tell people. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say, you're probably not going to agree because, we've agreed on Tua for the most part up until now, but I don't think that his balls are dying out. Yeah, that one looked like it could have, if he could, they even said, if he would have placed it maybe another yard out, that would have been, that would have been a house call. But I think for the most part, some of his deep passes, intermediate passes, they don't look like they're dying out. He looks solid. He just got to do it consistently. That's it. So he looks different to me.
He just has to do it without that
I think his mechanics.
There's a difference. You see, when you wear that red jersey in practice, it makes you feel like you have power. You can't be touched. Okay? The game changes when everything is live. This is what I'm telling you.
What kind of power, Pete?
It's like the sack that he took. That wasn't a lot of people we were talking about on Larry's yesterday. A lot of people were blaming Austin Jackson for that. That wasn't Austin Jackson's fault. That was as good as Tua looked. That was his fault. That sack wouldn't have happened had he not stepped out of his protection. He needed to climb the pocket. So, but people that I don't know why they criticized Austin Jackson for that. But that wasn't Austin Jackson's fault. That was Tua. So you gotta go over the good, but you also gotta go over the bad too. So he's not perfect. Tua's not perfect, but I mean, I think he's
Skyler. He's no Skyler.
No, I'm not going there, Roach. You ain't gonna pull me into that trap. Yeah, man, he looks better than me. He looks better than me. I don't.
You say he's not perfect.
I was gonna say I think behind closed doors yesterday, Tua was quite nervous that we kept 3 quarterbacks.
He's scared for one quarterback. He don't care about Teddy. He's scared about one quarterback. Yeah.
Did you see the conference that Tua did that one day where he's like,
he
he's getting comfy. He said, you all need to copy that clip this for the future. Tua was saying, "Oh, Skyler's getting comfortable around here." Remember him saying that?
I don't remember that.
They said Skyler was telling jokes or something in the background to meet. The reporter said, and he's like, "Oh, so he's getting comfortable around here." That's what he said to the reporter. And
it
then,
all goes. Sorry.
So I want to clip that, and I want to clip the season when Skyler comes out and takes over. It's gonna be a perfect documentary for Skyler.
Put a poll out there.
Well,
I know there's a lot of Tuaneers listening, but I just want to see
somebody.
what week the Skyler starts.
You had Chris Greer. You had Chris Greer.
Is that me breaking up?
No, we can't hear you, bro.
All right, 386. You gotta go out and come back in, buddy. I tried to get you in there, but you were sounding like a robot. You were sounding like a robot. Anyway.
Hey, JMCPT, if Skyler's average, what is Tua?
Exactly.
Is that JM speaking that nonsense?
At best.
Exactly.
Like, I would say they're both average right now. Well, I would say Skyler's above the average of where he should be, and I would say Tua's just being average right now.
JM knows better than that. He's better than that.
I told you guys, and this is exactly what I told everybody. All Skyler has to do is go out there and just complete a few deep balls.
JMCPT says stop praising Skyler. He's average.
JM, get up here. What is
JM
Tua?
is dead wrong.
I want to hear what is Tua from him.
Because, Pete, I don't know about you, but I see Tua making average NFL throws, and people up here like, see, he did it. He finally did it. But those are average throws. They're acting like he accomplished something.
Did you hear how the stadium got when he completed a pass to Chase Edmonds?
Yeah.
Any pass he completes, a bubble screen, they go crazy. They just like this little guy for some reason.
I don't get it, man.
It doesn't have to be. His highlights are full of non-highlights. Play his highlights, Steven. There's little short passes to running backs. Like, he does not have highlights.
Wow. Hey, Pete, how many highlights he's going to have this year?
Skyler Thompson replaces him week 2 as the highlight of the season.
Stop that, Andrevius.
You guys, man, listen. And Rashad is a Tuaneer in my book.
Yeah,
I have a
Rashad
book of
is a
Tuaneers.
Tuaneer.
Rashad
Yeah,
is a Tuaneer saying that, by the way. I'm just letting you guys know. There's Tuaneers jumping on this train. There's not too many Tua. Just saying, bro. This season, week 1 is the biggest game of the year.
Here we go. JMCPT. What's up, JMCPT?
What's up, JM?
Thank you.
What's the deal? Hold on. I got to walk away. Man, these motherfuckers trying to get me fired. Okay?
Hey, swear jar.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry about that.
Don't get fired, bro. Don't get in trouble.
Oh, no. Dang. Already.
JM's my guy. I love JM. All right, JM, the floor is yours, bro.
I love how he drops F-bombs.
Yeah. All right, let's
do
go.
that some
That's
more.
how you know he's wrong already. He's already wrong. But go ahead.
All right, as far as Tua concerned, the thing with Tua is that, well, between him and Skyler, when Tua came out, if we was running the RPO, nobody had a problem. No matter who was on the field, you knew Tua was going to be able to run that RPO, correct? Everybody in agreement, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with
Anybody can
Skyler.
run the RPO.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Skyler. It's the same exact thing. This is the offense he's been running for 27 years that he was in college. I expect him to come out here and do better than everybody. This is his offense, just like the RPO is Tua's offense.
Well, then let him run it then.
Oh, wow.
Well, then let him
JM,
run
hold on. This is breaking right now.
Yeah, I thought he was against us.
This is breaking right now. Are you guys hearing this?
I am against you because
leaning
that's
to
why-
a week 1 Skyler start?
No,
Keep talking,
hell
JM.
No, never that. Never that.
Ain't delusional.
That's the
Pete. He's
whole
not
purpose why I'm
delusional.
saying that Skyler is
So
average.
if Skyler
How can he look
more
impressive
intact?
in an offense that he's been running? You don't look impressive in the offense you've been running. You look impressive in something different. If it's the
This could
same
be
thing that
breaking
you've been
news right
running, then there's nothing to be impressed about. There's nothing to be impressed about.
What do you mean? This guy almost had a perfect passer rating and everything he did this preseason.
The difference from college and the NFL is the speed. Because in college, you getting hit, you running touchdown, you getting blocks, all that shit is the same. The only thing is different.
Oh my God!
Swear jar.
Tell me how much I owe later. I'll send it, Steven.
That's you,
JM. But hold on, JM. Let me talk to you for a second.
If you get over 5, I gotta get. You're at 2.
Let me talk to you for a second, JM. You're telling me Skyler has been in this offense for 5 years. Let's be realistic. 5 seasons, right? He knows this offense. He wasn't valued a high draft pick at all coming out. So the only reason they drafted this guy is because he has knowledge of the system. Am I correct, JM?
Discord. Go to Discord.
Yeah, of course. That was his whole reason for getting drafted. Because that's the new system that we're learning. And Tua is learning that system. Tua's learning this system. He don't know it. He's learning it.
Exactly. Okay, I'm with you there. Now, let me finish real quick. Now, coming out of college, Tua is RPO king. We got Chan Gailey. He was supposed to be the godfather for Tua in the RPO. Then we got rid of Gailey with the RPO and still continue to play RPO with the double dice coordinators, right? RPO king Tua. Now hear me out, JM. This offense from Shanahan is moving off of the RPO king. So can it be behind closed doors that since Skyler outplayed what Tua was supposed to learn in spring and in summer camp and during preseason, if Skyler's playing better, does this guy deserve a week 1 start because he already knows the system and it shows further than Tua?
How you gonna compare somebody that been running the system for 5, 7, 27 years to somebody learning it in 6 months?
5, 7, 27 years.
That's what I'm telling you.
I don't give a damn what job you got on no planet Earth. If somebody been doing that shit for 5, 7 years and you come learning in 6 months, you ain't never gonna be better than that person that been running 5, 7 years in those 6 damn months.
Exactly. Okay, so this hold on. So my argument is hold on. So Ryan Fitzpatrick was a 16-year
What about Waddle? He did it.
Ryan Fitzpatrick was a 16-year vet. Tua was a top 5 pick. He was supposed to come in and sit down Fitzpatrick, but Fitzpatrick knew the system a lot longer, so they started him. So what I'm hearing is Skyler knows the system a lot longer. He knows it better. He will play it better as of right now, and we can sit Tua until he learns the system and he outplays Skyler.
Pete. Correct.
No. It's not going to go like that.
Why isn't it like that? That's what you're saying. And if anything else, if that's correct, we're moving backwards.
That's not what I said. I was telling you why Skyler is an average quarterback with the system that we're running. He ain't doing shit that's elite.
All right.
But he's not averaging that in the system.
JM, you went over $5. You gotta pay the swear jar before you come back in. Andrevius is holding me accountable to everybody. So I know you're good for it, but you're over $5. You're at $6. You need to go put something on the books and then come back in.
I can't believe. Let's keep talking about this, Louis.
Hear he. I, King Tua here, declare a 10-minute banishment.
I'm going to pay my way back. I got 20.
Take several seats, sir.
Get up out of here.
He said,
hey,
hear he. I King Tua there.
I'm sorry. That is what JM was saying, though. That is, if someone
I'm giving you a spot to promote, Steven.
If someone is running the system better than Tua that has to learn the system according to JM, then ain't our job as coaches and as the organization to put the best 11 players on the field?
Obsessed much?
And everybody's Luis, let me ask you this. Luis, let me ask you
killing
this.
It right
why
now.
do you think, and this is a genuine question, I don't know the answer. Well, I kind of know the answer. Why do you think it is that anytime that discussion even comes up, anything pro Skyler, there's immediate pushback? Is he not a Miami Dolphin? Is he?
Because they're running scared. That's why.
That's kind of what I've been. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But you know,
I am not Rashad.
Triple S.
I am King Tua
and Ear.
How are you, you peasants?
All right, JM paid $15 toward his swear charge. He's got $9
you know what
credit.
that means? I was about to say, you know what that means? He's about to come back and swear more because he's got credit.
To say he's about to come up. If you got kids or you're at work, be prepared to turn it down because JM's about to come up here and cause up a storm, I think.
I'm going to try to get
He
you
about to
another
get
donation.
all y'all. He about to get all y'all. Oh, is this Pete's take on that lunchtime scissor?
JM better come up here and do a better job trying to execute what he's saying.
I need Pete to drop 30.
Hey, Steven, let me just real quick. And then
Steven, I got a quick question for you.
Yes, while we're waiting for JM to come back. Yes.
Hey, how come you being a hypocrite today, Steven?
What do you mean about being a hypocrite? What are you talking about?
Steven not even talking.
I haven't said a thing.
I'm just saying.
I haven't said nothing. Steven and Rashad take a break. You laughed when Rashad got me. Dang on it.
That nigga
Pete, get him.
Man.
Hey, I got a question for you guys before I got to get out of here. If McDaniel was our coach in 2020, do you think that they would have drafted Tua?
No.
Probably not.
Nope.
Probably would have drafted Herbert.
So that kind of says it all a lot. That kind of says a lot right there. Like Tua wasn't, McDaniel's guy. Tua.
He is now, though. You got to say he is now.
And that was based off of his interview. I mean, I know that was the first question they probably asked him when they interviewed him was like, "Hey, can you make it work with Tua?"
And to that point, it's something I just wrote in the back room to Roach. It's kind of a conspiracy theory, kind of not so much, but I think that a lot of people gave McDaniel flack at first because they're like, "Wow, he just lied to get the job." Maybe he lied not just to get the job, but maybe he lied because he knows that if he could be credited with being the one to turn around Tua after all of the hate that he's gotten, all of the the ups and downs, if he could be a part of his success and be part of the reason he turns it around, he'd be a made man in terms of coaching in this league. Like he'd have at least 2 to 3 opportunities, whether it's a head coach or an OC even, where he could call plays, which he didn't do
Triple
before.
S, but let me ask you a question, Triple S, and this is for everybody on the panel because I don't want to take credit for this. This is my man EM that brought this up. What would get Coach McDaniel more credit? Fixing Tua that was a 5th overall pick and a 1st-round draft pick, or turning Skyler, a 7th-round pick, into a stud elite quarterback? What gets McDaniel more credit?
The latter.
And having the courage to take a 1st-round pick and say, "See ya."
Thank you.
Definitely.
So again, that narrative about McDaniel McDaniel took the job because they told him he had to work with Tua.
What's his name? The guy on ESPN. He used to be a wide receiver. You know what I'm talking about?
Definitely a leg up. We can agree that gave him a leg up on all the candidates.
Lewis, I think what you said and what I said could both be true. I think he could have been thinking that maybe if I could turn Tua around, I'd be a main man. And then when you get to the 7th round and he sees Skyler Thompson available, he drafts him and thinks, okay, so I could either make Tua be good and be a made man, or if not, I could turn Skyler into being good. And either way, he's a made man for his next 2 or 3
I agree with that, Triple S. I agree with that, Triple S. What I'm saying is, I'll pose the question to you again. Which one gets McDaniel more credit?
The latter.
Exactly.
For sure.
It's Skyler Thompson. It's not even close.
And let's be real.
I don't think so. I think it'll be Tua.
And hold on. Before you go, one thing to Lewis. Let me pose this back to you. What would give him more flack if he goes with Tua and fails, or if he benches Tua off rip and goes with Skyler and fails? He definitely get more flack for the latter as well, which is why I understand why he goes Tua for the time being.
Absolutely. Yeah, right. I got you.
That's true.
Let's not forget, McDaniels has got a 3-year-old little girl. I mean, he was facing millions of dollars at the interview.
Somebody snoring?
No, I got a 1-year-old. There's some feedback in the background.
Probably a T-Mobile customer.
Somebody's mic is bad.
I'll pick up.
Oh yeah, it's not me.
No, that's Alexander.
Oh yeah, pick up.
Jesus.
Alex, you there?
Alex?
He's sleeping.
Alex is snoring.
Alex. God, this is great. Everybody be quiet. Alex. Leave Tuanon.
Alex.
When you wake up, you're going to be a Skyler fan.
Maybe he had some of Von Joe's coconut milk.
Hey. You gotta get Alex out of here, man. Get Alex out of here, man.
Hey, no, leave him up here. This is great for the show. This is great show.
If we were all hanging out right now, this would not be good for Alex.
Oh yeah, Roach, you look like you were playing put ketchup on somebody's fingers and mess with them.
Yeah, man. You get bored on a Navy ship, you know.
Oh yeah, I already know.
Where'd Steven go?
Steven got put in the back.
All right, so we all behind Tua. Then we in agreement, right?
Hell no, JM. You need to tighten that up.
We hope Tua's good.
I said that I was talking about this with TD last night. I mean, you already got ESPN talking about Lamar coming to Miami. I mean, God, dog, that came up fast.
Exactly. The kid can't get a break. That's the whole point.
He liked it.
Let me see if I can wake him up.
Uniform.
Watch your ears. No. Oh, maybe Alex.
He's trying to mimic the snores.
Well, at least he's not at work doing that.
I hope he's not driving.
No, he can't be driving.
No, he can't be driving.
No, he's at a restaurant.
He's been in the ditch already by now.
There's no way.
Oh, I'm giving y'all my prediction now. Within the first 4 games, Noah gonna get a pick 6.
Yeah. If Noah gets a pick 6, I'll sell my house right now.
Don't say that. Don't say it. Noah gonna get a pick 6 within the first 4 games. He playing the first 4 games. We all know that. So
and just because he does doesn't mean we're all of a sudden like want him. I'm just
give me Keon Crossan. Give me Xavier Howard, Nick Needham, Keon Crossan. Even give me Elijah Campbell before you put Noah on the field. I don't think we really have to worry about him playing. Realistically, I don't think he will.
Hey, Pete.
Pete. What's up, Pete?
Did they really say what ailment Xavier Howard has? Like, what really is ailing him?
Who is that, Jay? Who is that talking? The same guy that brought up the Skyler offense?
Yeah.
We're not letting this one go.
Pete, you got Alex number? Call that dude. Wake him up.
To his big brother.
1-800 wake up.
Taught him how to slay the dragon. 1-800 Tua slays Tyler.
No, man, this is bigger than that, bro. What you brought up to the table right now, I think even the Tuaneers are shaking in their drawers, okay? Listen to me. Listen to me, buddy.
I didn't bring nothing but reality. I bring nothing but reality.
And I can't believe that one has slipped my mind before. And I wanted to tell you, and I believe this cold-heartedly, bro, what you said is a complete fact and it's true. Skylar Thompson has been in this system for 5 years, okay? This guy is not a rookie. This is basically what I'm trying to point out. Skylar knows his offense.
Impressive.
Steven, make his name say Tua sucks.
What do you mean? What are you not impressed about, bro? Did you see that dime
he
that he
deserves
threw in
that
the
for falling
back end
asleep.
zone to Lynn Bowden, dude? Did you see that dime to Ezekiel? We're not seeing those passes by Tua. So what is Tua exciting you about, bro?
Ecstatic about. He played the whole game and he had 228 yards. That's the same thing Tua was doing with the same talent that he had on the team for the last 2 years. And the talent that Skyler had on the field that preseason game was better than the talent Tua had these last 2 years at wide receiver. And you can book that, buddy.
I'm sorry to tell you, you are loud and wrong today, dude.
You book
this
it.
Guy,
what? Okay, in the last 2 years, who was our number 1 wide receiver? Jalen Waddle just got there last year, and he was our number 1 as a rookie. So the last 2 years, who was our number 1 receiver? That's a top receiver. Who's our number 1 receiver that's a top receiver in this league? Because our number 1 receiver is like the 23rd, 28th receiver in this league as our number 1. So get out of here with that.
What is he? What are we arguing?
Jalen Waddle?
No, Jalen Waddle came last year. And he was our number 1 receiver last year as a rookie. As a rookie last year, Jalen Waddle was our number 1. But we had veterans on this team that been here that's supposed to have been our number 1, but they was more like a 23rd receiver in the league. Or not even that, probably 100. DVP been here for 27 years and was sorry as fuck. He was like a 3rd string wide receiver. He was only good for 50-50 balls.
If DVP was Tom Brady's wide receiver, DVP would have better numbers.
I can't say that. Only thing I can say is for what they did while they was here at the Miami Dolphins and had the Miami Dolphins quarterback. If they wasn't on the Miami Dolphins and the Miami Dolphins wasn't their quarterback, I can't say nothing about their stats. I can't say what this and if that was this and that there was here and if here was over there and over there was over here. I'm talking about what was here and what been going on here.
I'm confused where everything is now.
Yo, what are we debating?
Hey, JM, let me ask you a question, JM. Would you consider Mike Gesicki a good offensive weapon, at least pass catching wise?
Yes, I would.
Well, then he had two weapons. It wasn't only Jalen Waddle because he's had Mike Gesicki.
But I'm saying as far as top wide receivers in the league, my whole argument with P was
ain't Gesicki considered though a wide receiver, not a tight end?
No, he's a tight end. He's
but the fan base wants to label him as a wide receiver.
The fan base can label where the fuck they want to label him as. He's a tight end.
He's definitely a tight end. He got paid as a tight end.
I need everybody to chill for 1 second. Is Alex asleep on my freaking show?
Yes, he is, Steven. Yes, he is.
And I love it.
Hold on. I got this. Alex.
Hey, from now on, anytime he makes a take, just tell him go back to sleep.
Alex.
You gotta speak and snore. You gotta speak and snore.
He's in a deep sleep.
You ain't got no snore button, Roach.
Roach, you're on mute.
This is when you wish your camera's on, so you just put them on the big screen.
I know.
And then you could take if you had an Apple computer, then you could draw pictures on the screen.
Hey, come on now. Everything's fair game when you fall asleep on the #1 Miami fan.
What would happen if we were all hanging out in Steven's basement, which is a scary place to be,
I don't have a basement.
and Alex fell asleep? What would happen?
By the way, Discord chat is crazy right now because there's photos of like people falling asleep. It's
hey, can you drop the Discord link in this private chat? Yeah, I'm not in there yet. I'm gonna try to join it though.
It's in the description too. Oh, you can't see that.
Hey, I hate you all. Who's I hate you all? Is this Andrevius?
He deserves to have his name say "I hate Tua."
Oh,
the opposite of what he believes.
I'll change his name.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna get off here, man. I'm gonna go back to work. Thank y'all. I'm gonna be listening though. Don't make me have to put my cape on and come save Tua again, man.
Anytime of day, man. Pull up.
That's bad.
We need more like
JM, I'm sorry you had to take the L today, JM. Come back tomorrow. You'll have a better day.
Hey, Green Rat says, play the Tua song to wake him up.
I'm 13-8. I got a winning record.
Yeah, I should. Hey, wake up. It's Tua.
Your master's call.
I just want you to know that I love you so much, Alex. Alex.
I know the whole city right.
Alex.
A little early, so Alex. Business moves, now we
wake up.
Switch it up, now we improvise. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad.
I don't know if that's going to wake him up.
No way he's still asleep.
Alex, are you asleep?
Yep.
Thought we had him for a second.
He's still asleep. This mother. All right, Andrevius, is that you? I hate you all. Because that looks like an Andrevius thing to say. I hate you all. Who's I hate you all?
Maybe it's Tua.
Maybe it's Tua.
Yeah, I don't think he likes you all you Tua fans either.
I mean, maybe.
Two things can be true.
I don't know. Cruz, what's up, Cruz?
What's up?
Just listening to Alex snore on the #1 Miami fan morning show this morning.
You guys got to get like a cut of that, like a clip or something.
I know. I need you to get a cut of that, producer, later at the show. Time mark it.
I don't actually produce anything.
Well, why is your name the producer?
Because you call me that. I don't know why. I just show up.
Just show up every day.
I just like the dude outside the building with the cardboard sign, and you're like, "Hey, come on." I guess
Steven, I got a question for you. Besides Tua, if you could have any Miami Dolphin player come up on the panel, who would it be?
That's a trick question, right?
I would love Christian Wilkins 100%. Christian Wilkins would be the player I'd really want to.
Jerome Baker?
No,
What about
I
your
want
boy?
to interview Christian. Like I would want to interview Christian.
It wouldn't be Jalen
But
Waddle?
I'll tell you, I wouldn't talk. I don't think I would talk a lot about football. Like we would talk about Hamilton. We would talk about
Power
his music
Rangers.
selection. We would talk about like 90s pop culture. Like I would love to interview Christian.
Okay,
Wilkins.
but on the flip side of that, who would be your least person you'd want to bring up?
Noah Igbenogany.
No, I mean, actually, I'd like to. Noah, why?
No, you got y'all running from the smoke. You got to bring up Noah.
Yeah, I would probably say, I don't know.
Y'all know I want
to interview any Dolphins player.
The
one I want to interview all time though is Ricky. Like Ricky's the guy I want.
He's the greatest Dolphin of all time.
Steven,
an easy interview.
Steven, I guarantee you, if you got a hold of his publisher or something, he would come on your show.
I've tried to get Ricky.
Ricky Williams is the greatest Dolphin of all time.
We need to
the field.
What I need is a social media campaign. Clock Blocker, Ricky, get on Miami fans' #1 morning show, Clock Blockers. Like we all need to tweet Ricky and all his people.
And sell your weed in Florida.
Tell him we'll promote his weed stuff on here with Roach.
No, the greatest Dolphin of all time is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Ricky Williams.
Who?
Channing Crowder.
I wouldn't be.
How about shush? Who's? What did you say? I hate you all. Say it again.
Channing Crowder.
I just love the fact that we have snoring in the background with Alex, like his hands down.
We're not losing any
Just
watches.
to let you know, Roach, I think we might be getting that strand at Truly. Just to let you know,
we might be getting what?
We might be getting that Ricky Williams strand at Truly. Just keep an eye out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my dispensary.
Hey, look, Flipside said I may be meeting Ricky before the Chargers game. Yes.
Of all time.
If you guys, when you're with Ricky, if you guys ever meet him,
why not?
Y'all just need to say, hey, look, Stephen D from the Clock Blockers morning show, his dream is to interview you on the morning show.
If I ever get a hold of Ricky, I'm going to ask him to come on the I Believe podcast and talk about UFOs.
Look here, Steven. If I ever
Steven's
meet
gonna be
Ricky
like,
Williams,
you wasted your opportunity.
I will scream like a little girl.
Benito Jones was claimed by the Lions. Yeah, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock we'll know about claims.
Yes.
So might as well
Get
stay
him
on.
out of here.
Matter of fact, let's go ahead and hit the reset button. Give me the music. Cue the music, producer. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network.
Where the hoes at?
What did he say?
That's definitely Andrevius.
I don't know.
What a hose at.
Where the hose at?
Wow.
Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast.
Something Andrevius.
I'm trying to hit the reset. Hit the like button. Hit the like button if you haven't hit it already.
You don't know me, Bruce. None of you know me.
100%
if you guys like the show, hit the
It's
donate
giving me.
button.
It's creepy. It's scaring me.
Donate. It is a little creepy. Donate to the channel. Help the channel grow. And most importantly, hit the share button. Yes, I was yes. Wait, are you the inner thought? Are you the inner thoughts of Alex? That's what you need to be. The inner thoughts of Alex in his dreams.
He's the side of Alex we don't get to see.
Hey, by the way, did Alex leave? Alex left, y'all.
He did? He woke
Alex
up?
left.
He got
I bet. I know what happened. I bet he's still asleep. I bet somebody in his house probably saw he was still live on the internet.
Or his phone died. One of the two.
Alex, you owe us an explanation, buddy. It's not a good look for the #1 Miami fan morning show to just have random people on the panel falling asleep. That's not a good look for me.
It's hard
Steven,
to
your show
understand
is
you
so
whisper.
bad. Yeah, I can see it now, Steven. Your show is so bad. You had people falling asleep live on your panel. That's how bad your show is.
He said it's 386 fans.
I said, who the hell is that?
Oh,
Steven.
who the hell is 386 fans?
Yo, I'm here. I'm a person. I'm a human being.
I'm a man. I'm a real boy. Gun drops. Guns.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence. Oh my God, I can't.
Your reset done?
Hey, can you real quick before we go tell people to donate and also tell them about Discord?
Hey, go donate. And Discord's on the internet. It's an app that you can chat with people and trade things.
Defund Steven.
And what next time you fall asleep, just think about this.
All right, I hope you all like the show.
This is turning into a creep fest.
It is. It most definitely is.
I am not creepy.
All right, let's get back to like yelling at each other.
No.
I can yell at this voice too.
I can yell at this voice too.
What is something we can all agree on?
The Patriots cheated to win a Super Bowl.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Well, you know what? I'm interested. I'm interested to know.
That's already written in stone.
Steven Sports Music, Comedy Sports Talk, new venue. I like it. Hit the like button. DM Fins up. I like it.
We can talk about this fantasy football show that we about to have.
Screw fantasy football.
Wait, when's that?
What days are we going to do that?
Thursday morning. People on the Fantasy Football League to be available. Thursday morning.
Weren't you trying to do Throwback Thursdays? You traitor.
Wait, didn't I ask that yesterday if we can have a Thursday fan? And you told me no?
No.
You said no.
He said no.
I'll have you guys come on.
Run that by me again, Stephen D. What you say about Thursdays?
Thursday mornings, I'm gonna do like a
segment on fantasy football.
Yeah, a segment on the.
Well,
on
not
the
this
league.
Thursday.
You gonna do a segment for this fantasy we just entered?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh well, Stephen, I'm just save yourself some time. Just don't have fork me over the cash.
All right, hey, real quick, just so you
win.
guys know. All right, here we go. Big news, breaking news coming out. The only Miami Dolphin that was claimed was Benito Jones, which I believe he was claimed by the Detroit Lions. The Chicago Bears claimed Alex Leatherwood.
Raiders.
Yep.
Good job.
Preston Williams, River Craycraft, Lynn Bowden, Braylon Sanders, and Verone McKinney all cleared through waivers, and all are thought to be they will be back with the Miami Dolphins on the practice squad, they think.
Oh,
so that'll be very interesting.
What you look at?
Okay, good.
Didn't we sign somebody already?
Everybody.
So Bolton made it back to the practice squad?
Not yet.
listen,
They get to choose what practice squad they want to go to if that team.
I got a fantasy football question for you guys because I haven't played in years. So what's it like when you got somebody on your fantasy team that's playing the Dolphins?
We talked about this during the draft.
You have to separate your fandom.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It depends.
You mean it depends? You're just saying that because I got Josh Allen. You just don't want me to start Josh Allen.
If your name is Aldo, you're good.
Well, somebody got Tua and Mac Jones.
I dare you to start Josh Allen.
That week one's gonna be crazy for them because they got Tua and Mac Jones.
Oh, hey, breaking news. The New England Patriots will be coming to South Florida a week early so they can get acclimated to the heat and practice at a local college here
that ain't going to be enough.
Final score 45-41.
They're coming here a week before.
They're embracing the heat when we were born in it.
Now Bill Belichick want to use his head, huh?
You're afraid of the dark. I was merely born
in a day early. Now you guys don't let us lose that game. Y'all gonna blame Belichick for cheating and leaving a day early.
No,
hey, I wouldn't be surprised if
he's coming for a week.
I wouldn't be surprised if he came a week early to watch us practice.
He's probably looking. Robert Kraft probably wanted a free trip to Miami, go to another massage parlor.
We need an inside practice facility.
Probably why he's coming, bro. So he get a head start on the Pollards.
Oh, we do have an inside practice facility. I forgot.
The Miami Dolphins did not get anybody on waivers. All right, so here we go. Here, let me share the screen. This is the entire waiver list from the NFL at 1:00 here. Arizona, Javelin Guidry, defensive back from the Jets. Atlanta Falcons got defensive tackle Matt Dickerson and tackle Chuma Edga of the Jets. Baltimore got a lot of New York Jets got claimed.
Delshon
Phillips.
Chuba Hubbard.
Delshon Phillips. Man,
Chuba ain't no free agent.
I know I'm talking about for the fantasy football.
Hold on,
league.
guys.
Nobody
Josh
picked him up.
Blackwell got claimed. Kingsley Jonathan, Alex Leatherwood, Armin Watts, Sterling Weatherford, and Tavon Wesco. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players claimed by the Chicago Bears.
I know one name on that list.
That's wild.
With injuries.
And somebody's. Sorry, go ahead, Steven.
Cincinnati has Devon Asasi from the Patriots getting claimed. Max Sharping from the Texans. Jay Tufel. Cleveland got Kellen Mond as a back. That's interesting. They released Josh Rosen this morning. Okay, or yesterday. That makes sense. Benito Jones. Benito Jones from the Dolphins went to Detroit. Tyler Johnson, wide receiver, goes to Houston. Indianapolis got Luke Tenuta. Jacksonville got Tyree Gillespie, Jermichael Hasty, Riley Patterson, Kendrick Pryor, Ty Summers. New Orleans got Tanner Owen. Giants got Jack Anderson, Justin Lane, Nick McLeod, Jason Pinnock, and Philadelphia got Ian Book. Wow, Ian Book, who we faced last year with the Saints, the Philadelphia picked up as their backup. And the final, San Francisco got guard Blake Hentz from Cleveland. Seattle got Isaiah Dunn from the Jets. Man, again, a lot of New York Jets that got cut were claimed by different teams. Daryl Johnson from Carolina, and then Tariq Castro Fields of the 49ers was claimed by the Washington Commanders, and Rashad Wildgoose was another Jet was claimed by the Commanders. 1, 2.
What is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 New York Jets got claimed.
So they got a really good roster, or they're really stupid and let go of 7 players that were worthy of being on a squad.
They let go of some good potential in the NFL eyes, pretty much.
Yeah.
So what does our practice squad look like now? We get 16 players. We got to think Lynn Bowden's coming back. River Craycraft is coming back. Braylon Sanders is coming back.
Wait, Steven. They clear waivers, which means they can sign new deals now. Maybe
they can sign wherever they want to.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't have to be practice squad.
They can
actually get an actual deal.
Craycraft can end up back in San Francisco.
He's going to New England. I guarantee it.
I was hoping that we would. I really thought we would claim at least one person. I'm very surprised that we didn't. I'm interested to know if we put in any waiver claims for anybody. That we didn't get because we weren't high enough. But I am surprised we didn't put any waiver claims.
We probably put in one for Alex. I believe we put in one for Alex.
That's an interesting one because if we were to cut Skyler, he definitely wouldn't have cleared waivers.
Barry Jackson reporting the Miami Dolphins are planning to sign wide receiver Braylon Sanders to the practice squad.
Nice.
I think I did read that this morning. How long ago was that reported?
2 minutes.
That's good.
Oh, well, I've seen somebody else there.
Did anybody? I didn't hear you say that center, the Lynchburg or whatever his name is, Lichtenberg.
Yeah, Lindstrom.
Lindstrom. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he didn't get picked up by anybody. But again, that doesn't mean that the Dolphins won't go out and do
him.
That. Exactly.
We're done. Who do we cut when Byron Jones comes back?
Noah.
Peter Kahu. Noah.
So we keep 5 tight ends?
No.
Yeah.
Because then again, Ingo should be back then too.
Yeah.
by the time Byron Jones is back. So we still cut a corner.
Paul Holland said the New York Jets will be a problem for the New York Jets. That's true. That is true. No doubt about that.
You're just upset that the Jets are going to sweep the Dolphins.
Oh my Lord.
Andrevius.
Whoa.
The Jets don't believe that.
I'm about to say the Jets don't even believe that.
He believes it, and he's convinced me.
Oh. Why are you whispering?
Yeah.
He said he had a work meeting.
Oh.
Said a very long work meeting.
I don't know who this he you guys speak of is.
I can't understand what he's saying.
He said, I don't
It's
know.
very hard to understand what he's saying.
That's why we don't understand. We don't understand what you're saying.
Well, that's too damn bad.
Swear jar.
You understood the swear word? Oh my God. Selective hearing.
What should I eat for breakfast?
What happens at 1 o'clock?
Well, it just came out now, so it doesn't matter at 1. So now I'm just trying to see who other Dolphins are going to get.
Oh, and I wanted to correct something somebody said earlier. They said the Bengals have a flock of receivers. Well, a group of Tigers is actually called a streak, not a flock. So they have a streak of wide receivers.
Wow.
You know, by the way, Alec Lindstrom, I think is the guy you're talking about. He got cut, but who was his offensive line coach in college?
Applebaum.
I could totally see a world where he ends up here on our practice squad.
We got the coach we need, the GM we need in the locker room, Steven. His name's Galoo. He's all we need. He's just going to make all the decisions around here.
He's the greatest GM of all time.
I'm sure he is. Nobody agrees with me? No?
Say it one more time.
Yeah, Galoo.
What about him? What about
I think he has a role in the team.
I doubt it.
He does.
Who has a
To his dad.
career is just a robot controlled by Galoo.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep. Greer's probably in his basement.
Why do you think he always wears a hat? They don't want you to see his circuits.
I doubt it.
Good point.
That's where the charging port is.
Roach gets it.
I doubt it again.
Roach gets it. Roach understands.
Hey,
JM said, I still got $5 in the swear. I still got money in the swear jar. I think you do. I think you got some credit. I'll give you $5 credit. I'm trying to see. Oh, that's enough. Please stop.
You don't do that anymore.
All right, Rashad.
Galoo only kept Skyler Thompson on the roster so you wouldn't be suspicious.
Please.
Skyler's going to take this team over, you know what I'm saying, in a year and a half. 2 years. I'll give it 2 years.
Let that happen.
We're going to see enough of Tua to get us to the next season. He's going to tell out by year 4.
Hey.
We're not going to extend him for the 5th year, and it's Skyler time, baby.
Do you guys think Darius Butler was a good player?
Decent.
Well, that's what Sharif said.
Rashad,
Cornerback
will always
he was just
already
saying
be
that
72.
he was cut his first year.
All right, here we go. Breaking news. Arizona State rookie offensive tackle Kellen Deesk, who got $130,000
Get him out of here.
from the Miami Dolphins, is signing with the Chicago Bears practice squad.
Yes. Ooh, they practice squad going to be elite. Sheesh. Offensive line? Nice.
From the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, will be signing back with the team. Procedural move yesterday to release him. Ryan expected to have an important role in this Bucs defense.
Boo.
Who?
Logan Ryan.
Logan Ryan
of the of Tampa Bay.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
I want some eggs, but I need some protein. Some pause. Never mind.
Yeah. All right, hit the reset button, man. Hit the reset.
I'm about to go pull Alex, man.
Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. I am your host, Stephen D, and this is Clock Blockers. Hope you all enjoyed the show today. I had a really good time today.
I didn't.
We're gonna do final thoughts. We're gonna do final thoughts of the day.
Alex put us all to sleep.
Alex put us all to sleep. Guys, we did a really good job with the donations today. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you so much.
Steven's rich.
No, I'm not. I wish I was. I do want to thank you guys for liking over 100 likes. We got 150 people watching right now, over 100 likes. Can we get 50 more likes before we go?
And after the show ends, come back and leave a comment about the show.
Yeah, we want you. So after the show ends, go into the comment section, leave a comment on the show in the YouTube section below. And then also get on
bring
Discord.
the same attention to the channel.
That's actually true.
What is it?
Dislikes.
They do?
I heard they bring the same attention to the show. So sometimes I dislike
it's engagement. It counts as just an engagement.
Dislike it. Today you disliked the show. Why did you dislike the show today, Andre?
Because I didn't like what I heard.
You didn't like what you heard?
There wasn't enough two and ears in here. Where are my two and ears at?
This
Stand
might
up.
not be Andrevius. This might be level 2 noob.
I thought that
Never know.
You said Andrevius and he answered you.
Oh, okay. All right. So it is Andrevius. All right. Never mind.
When did I say that?
In the chat right now, do you think it's Andrevius or level 2 noob? I hate you all. Who do you think it is? In the chat. Put it right now. Interested to know who you thought.
The funny thing is, we both hate you all. So it really could be either of us.
I do love the show, though. This is the best morning show there is. I love it. I love doing it every day with you guys. All right, Cruz, final thought of the day, Cruz.
I just want to say 188 and 275. That's how many snaps, coverage snaps, our CB4 played the last 2 years. And Noah had 188 in 2 years ago, and he was graded on PFF as a 33. So that's it.
The 33 best cornerback in the league?
No. He was graded a 33 overall, as in his coverage snap. So that's the reason why he's not our CB4 right now. And he probably only made the roster because of all the injuries we had. That's it. That's all I want to say.
Oh.
All right, brother. Be good, man. Love you, man. Be good.
Adios.
I think that's 100% right.
Triple S podcast. Get on camera, Triple S. Let's see your face. Oh. Everybody's look at everybody do the Alex. Go. Everybody do the Alex. Go. Yep, we definitely just made a thing on our channel. Do the Alex.
I love Tua.
I wish that would have happened.
That works too. All right, Triple S, final thought of the day. Get on camera, do final thought. Get on camera.
Hey man, I got a rep. Got the Tua jersey on.
QB1.
I don't know if y'all can see it. So final thought of the day.
Hope y'all
Thumbs up. Almost a little over a week away, so we're getting crazy excited to see this team in action and see what we have. Fins up.
Love you, brother. Be good, man.
You too.
Who said they were boycotting the show on Twitter?
Noob. He asked me to come along. I said it'd be rude not to.
Nobody loves me. Larnell Coleman expected to sign with the Miami Dolphins practice.
No.
Yep.
Why is
what a waste of a
Miami Dolphins.
spot.
Miami Dolphins signing the fastest player in the NFL draft this year. Former Panthers corner Kalen Barnes will be signing to the Miami Dolphins practice squad. Cornerback Kalen Barnes.
I like that guy. He's fast.
He was the 7th round pick by the Panthers this year, and he had the fastest. He was the fastest player in the draft.
But you play defense.
I thought the Patriots got the fastest guy.
You if you suck.
Hello, my brothers.
Running fast in the wrong
This
direction
is super
terrible.
creepy.
Can I do final thoughts, Steven?
My brother, man, Von Joe, you please let the people of the good, talented, amazing. Go ahead. What book are you reading from today? Chapter and verse.
I want all you guys to come with me. We're gonna go read from the great book of Dolphin lore. Please, everybody, turn to chapter T Tagovailoa, verse 19.
Verse
and
1,
on the
chapter
50th.
1.
Yes, no. All right. Chapter 19. Chapter 1.
Chapter 19.
Banjo, I would never let you read my kids a bedtime story.
Now, guys, on the 50th anniversary of us being undefeated. He, with the golden arm and the golden child that wear crosses under his eyes, shall lead us to the promised land, where in that promised land we will see the great trophy of Lombardy. And it would be on this day we would know that he is him. He is franchise, and he will be dubbed officially QB1.
He's already done.
Guys, again,
thank you for the kind words.
All salvation,
all
salvation
lies within him. Within him.
Yes. The ways of your heathen ways could be all rinsed over, just bathed in the water of lake.
All right, just like we probably do at a real church. Everybody go ahead and give me your best Alex impersonation. Go.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. That is my final thought.
That was
Bonjo. Thank you. Bonjo, one more thing. Hey, wait. We got to do one more thing. Like at church, they passed the collection plate around. You need to tell people to donate.
Yes, everybody that has come to the altar of Tagovailoa, please donate. Anything counts in the great church of Tagovailoa, okay? We will even take the sounds that jingle, but we really want the ones that
Hey,
fold.
the higher the donation, the more your salvation will be in the kingdom of Tua, right?
I am not a part of this.
Listen, we'll take the donations that jingle, but we prefer the ones that fold.
Are we in a cult?
Thank you.
We might be in a cult now.
Thank you, my brothers. Thank you.
All right, brother. Be good, man. Love you, Bonjo. Cameron 954. What's up, buddy? What are you doing?
I just came in to tell Bonjo that I got his leg day today. Don't worry.
Oh, because he definitely didn't do it.
I had to bounce him from the chat earlier a couple hours ago because I know he wasn't getting on his legs as he should be. But I've got him covered.
Steven, I got this weird feeling that if this was a cult, you would sacrifice me first.
That is not true. Not. You were like the last.
Because I'm the Tua hater. You guys would take me out.
There are way.
Pete would be the first, and I
Pete
would
might be the first to go. You got to take one for the team, Pete.
I would have a black hood on and the sight, and here we go.
My wife is looking at me like, "What are you a part of?"
We're definitely a cult now. It's the cult of Tuanon. The cult of Tuanon.
Unless you all pop out of my closet with a hood on, I'm not in it.
We're not going to touch that.
I was about to say we're so not going to touch that. All right, Cameron 954. Final thought of the day.
Dude, that was it. I'd love to hear Bonjo prophesizing the golden arm of Tua on the show. He has finally crossed over. He is a Tua believer, a Tuaneer, and he will see, and everyone will come to the light and see Tua lead this team into the playoffs.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
So,
the Patriots are signing Lil Jordan Humphrey to the practice squad. Lil Jordan Humphrey to the practice squad.
I'm waiting for them to sign Lynn Bowden to the practice squad.
We'll see. We'll see what happens here. They're coming in. They're coming in like wildfire.
I need to learn how to put this button on a loop.
Yeah. All right, Cameron, be easy, buddy.
See you Friday morning.
All right, man. Bye. Actually, you won't, Cameron. You won't see me Friday. I meant to say that. There is no Spread Kindness Friday this Friday.
Ooh, I get a day off.
Yes. Tomorrow's the last show of the week. And why is that? Because my family and I are leaving to go to the beach for a couple of days before I leave for the next 9 weeks.
Are y'all moving to Miami?
No, we're just going to the beach.
Should move to Miami.
I want to. So expensive. It's ridiculously expensive.
We'll pay for it. All of us members pay for it.
You ain't got that kind of money, man. I've been looking, bro. It's too expensive down there, bro. Too expensive. No Friday show. Last show with no Friday. So tomorrow
But we'll be back Monday after.
We will be back Monday after. It'll be good times. And then the following Monday, you and whatchamacallit? That victory Monday, that first Monday.
Yeah.
You and Nando talk.
It's gonna be the
We're running it?
You guys are running it because I'm gonna be at the airport flying.
Well, you better hope Tua plays good, bro, because if he doesn't, I'm calling it out. Yeah. As a representative.
First
of
victory Monday.
Skyler's QB1.
Yeah. It's gonna be good times. All right, I hate you all. Final thought of the day, please.
I just want to negate everything that Bonjo just said. He's an idiot. The cult of Tua is stupid. It's Skyler time. What other quarterback do you know had an amazing senior season of football with 2,103 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions?
The most accurate quarterback in the NFL.
He's the greatest quarterback of all time. Never seen something better. It was so impressive. You guys are all Skyler haters, and you'll see the greatness of Skyler when he takes that field. Number 19. He will be the first great number 19 in the history of the NFL.
Well, Johnny Unitas.
Oh, look,
Johnny
Kool-Aid.
Unitas.
Should I
Does it
drink the
count?
Kool-Aid?
That was like
No.
he played in the NFL when Skyler was 12.
Skyler wasn't even born when Unitas played. Actually, wait. Skyler's
has
Benjamin
been
Button. Never mind. Yes, he's at 80 years old. I
Skyler
forgot.
created the heavens and the earth.
Oh, entertaining as always.
He has 25 years of college football experience.
Did the Dolphins pick anybody up on waivers? I had to step out and actually.
We did not pick anybody up on waivers. There were 8 New York Jets picked up. 8 New York Jets picked up.
With that being said,
Wow, that's amazing.
Have a good day, everybody.
I love
Sorry,
you,
Mark, to
Andrevis.
cut you off. This is not Andrevis. You watch your freaking mouth. I'm trying not to get swear jar. But you're gonna make me get it. I hate you. Goodbye.
I'm blown away.
You won't do it.
Yeah.
You won't do it.
Wow, am
All
I
right.
the only one
All right.
left?
Mark, no, you're not. We can't have a Bills as final thought of the day. I'm sorry, buddy. This is a Dolphins channel. But we do give you a platform to have a final thought of the day. So,
Well, my final thought of the day was
unless
just
somebody gets you out of here, which, I don't know.
if somebody can pay me to throw me up for the rest of the day at $50 and help the channel, I'd love that.
Well, if they pay $50 right now, you're gone tomorrow, too. You don't even get to be here tomorrow. I'll make that deal with right now.
That's sad. I feel bad.
Do you feel like you're being sacrificed, Mark, for money?
Nah, I really like you guys. You guys are super entertaining. Way more entertaining than any Bills channel could ever hope to be.
Oh, thank you.
Whoa!
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
I like the folks. I like the folks in this room. I find Pete entertaining.
That's the only thing I got.
Epps and I are buddies. We disagree on some stuff. And Dravius is cool. Von Joe, I have suspicions of Von Joe, but he has really been super awesome to me. So this is kind of like my
Mark just
family away
said
from family.
that our platform, our morning show, is more entertaining than any other platform the Buffalo Bills put out.
I think you may be more entertaining than any. I mean, the Jets have some pretty decent stuff from time to time, and they're people, but they're more serious. You guys have fun, and football's got some fun too, along with being serious. And you guys are just it's when you guys come on, it's like 9:30 my time, and you're just totally awesome.
Look, did he just walk away from the camera from the fist bump?
We love it. We love it.
In any case, I wanted to just bring up I actually want to bring up a football point really quick. I'm inclined to agree with you, Steven. As a Bills fan, I'm not happy that Tre'Davious White's going to be out for the Miami game. I don't see the corners that we have on the roster as a good matchup for the Dolphin wide receivers. I'm really uncomfortable with that.
I think Ron Dravius says, wow, I like Mark today. Stop being so freaking serious. Have some daggone fun. Stop being so freaking depressed. You know what? 100%. I like it. Y'all should soundbite that. I should. Hey, 3:15. We need to soundbite that. 3:15 time mark somewhere in that range.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I think he is
Write it
talking
down.
to you, Roach.
You're the
I
producer.
don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to do that.
I'm going to tell you how. 3:15.
I'll put it in private chat for you to remember.
No, just write it. Write it down.
I don't have a pen.
You're usually in the chat talking crap about the panel, Mark. So which is it actually? How sad and pathetic are they? And you're just here to laugh. Ooh, Finns fan calling you out, Mark.
Well, it's an interesting point of view. If you go to the Bills sites, they're talking about, players and this and that. They don't have panel shows, I think, because they're afraid of the responses. And by the way, all you have to do is go to a Bills website or the Bills chat room and listen to the level of idiots in that chat room. Oh my God. I mean, the stuff that they put up and they post, there were 287 pages on the ex-punter whose name I will not mention. 287 pages of people just spewing drivel, and in a lot of cases, support of the player who shall not be named. So if we need to talk about idiot fans, well, there we go. In any case, we want to talk football for a brief moment. I think that Bills Dolphins game week 3 is going to be fun. I think it's 42-38. Last team with the ball wins. And I don't know who that last team with the ball is going to be.
It's going to be the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are going to win.
Well, it's
in all honesty, until it happens, like I need to see it, but I am hopeful. How about that? I'm very hopeful for week 3. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of you guys. I'm not, but I also going to give you guys the respect you deserve.
I will tell you what, the secondary matchup just frightens the heck out of me. It really, really does. You got Hill, you got Wilson, you got Waddle, you got Gesicki, who was obviously going to be playing wide receiver against the first-round draft choice who hasn't really fit into the system yet. A guy that was a 7th-round pick who's our lead corner, and a 6th-round draft choice who's promising, but was a 6th-round
breaking news, Cameron Good just signed to the practice squad for the Dolphins.
Excellent news.
Pat McAfee is telling everybody,
by the way, Steven, congratulations.
We'd be idiots as the Dolphins not to take Lamar.
I appreciate that.
You hear that?
No, what did Pat McAfee say?
They have Gumpy on there talking about how we would be idiots not to take Lamar Jackson and get rid of Tua.
Matter. Tua's about to have the season of all seasons.
No, they're saying it doesn't even matter if he has a good season.
Why did Rashad just come out of the screen and just Lamar Jackson? That was pretty good.
You guys don't want Jackson. He's going to ask for an impossible contract. Nobody can match. He wants more money and all the guarantees that Watson got.
I love that Cameron Good is signing back with the Dolphins. Just made
Who else did you sign back?
No one.
We signed the fastest man in the NFL Combine and the NFL Draft this year from the cornerback from the Carolina Panthers to our practice squad, Kalen
Barnes.
Kalen something.
The bird.
Can't remember.
That certainly helps.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's speed upon speed upon speed, which I love, right?
Oh, McDaniel loves speed.
And then who else have we signed back so far? I don't know. Like I'm hitting the refresh on this thing.
Yeah, don't they have until like 4 p.m. to set the
No, it was 1 o'clock for the things and for the waiver.
And Braylon Sanders. Oh no! We might get Braylon Sanders.
Braylon Sanders re-signed with us on the practice squad.
Did Bowden or Preston Williams or
we don't know. They didn't get picked up. The only person from the Dolphins that got claimed was Benito Jones. The Detroit Lions put him on his 53.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I was hoping he would come back.
Well, I mean, look, I'm still surprised that one Miami Dolphin got claimed, yet 8 New York Jets got claimed across the league. That's crazy.
I don't get it. I honestly don't get. Hey, what about Connor McGovern? Anybody grab Connor McGovern yet?
I don't know. All right, Dolphins practice squad at the moment. Cameron Good, Braylon Sanders, Kalen Barnes, Larnell Coleman have been confirmed so far. Right. So that's 4 of the 16. Right? There's 16. Actually, I think we get a 17, don't we?
Do you have an international player?
Do we get an international player? I don't know.
International?
Yeah, so last year we had the guy from Brazil who was not on the practice squad this year, who was not in training camp that I remember this year. So that's interesting.
Now they're talking about Waddle. They're worried he's hurt.
Oh, you're listening to.
I got you in one ear and them in the other. Yeah. Anytime somebody talk about the Dolphins, man, I'm listening.
I just heard it was like a soft tissue. He should be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
They're having fun with it.
All right, final thought of the day, Mark. Give us the music.
Final thought of the day. Let's hope you build a nice practice rush to go along to 53. I'm glad you got Sam McGlavin because you don't want to waste that jersey that you got. I'm not a Clayton Fedulum guy, but he's on the roster, so he is what he is. And Steven, I totally support your contention of getting Noah off the Dolphin roster in any way possible.
The man's a liability.
And you have a great day, guys.
Love you, brother. Be good, Mark.
Take care.
Bye, Mark.
Man. When people you respect and admire repeat the same thing that comes out of your mouth, it really validates you.
Who, me?
No, Pat McAfee.
Validates me?
No, me.
Oh, Rashad, what are you doing, Rashad?
I'm not Rashad.
Oh, who are you? Everybody's got an alter ego today. Who are you, King Two and Ear?
I am king of the Tua and Ears. And for all you Tua haters, by end of season, when season comes, I banish you to the gates of hell.
Oh.
That is all. Woo!
Can't be mad at that, bro.
I think I burnt my beard a little bit.
Amateur.
I definitely have wax all over my phone.
Man.
Haven't you ever been in a cult before, bro? Come on.
God, get with the program here. Get with the program.
All right, fellas. Stay blessed.
Hey, give me the music. Give me the music. Final thought of the day.
Me? Final thoughts of the day. I am all in on Noah because I have no choice. I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm sorry. He's cornerback 2, I think. 4, 3, or 4, whatever. He gets on, he plays, he better show up.
2? He said 2 first. Just point that out.
Yeah, that's about it. Great debate with everybody. Love all your opinions. Sorry if I got a little animated. I'm hungry, okay? I'm hangry. But
You just got to do what I do, man. When the munchies kick in, you just got to feed it.
All right, get out of here. Be gone. Love you.
Later,
Peace.
bro. Prove my trade.
Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. My man, Sky's the Guy, a.k.a. Roach. Give me your final thought of the day.
I'm going to back up. I think it was Keyshawn Johnson who said, if you think this team is sold on Tua, they're not. They wouldn't have been looking for quarterbacks every year he's been here if they were. I think that's a fair statement.
That is a fair statement.
And I think, to cap it off, if he does good, he'll keep his job. If he does good, he's going to stay. So, I hope he does good. And if he doesn't, Sky's the guy, bro.
Sky's the guy?
Yep.
Is that your final thought of the day?
Yes. Yep. That's all I got.
Turn it up just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Whew. Are you tired?
I am very tired, actually. I am very tired. I got to pack. I haven't packed at all for my couple days trip to the beach. If you have not done so already, hit the like button. If you haven't donated to the show, donate.
Mm-hmm. And as soon as the show ends, refresh your screen and leave a comment section down below.
Yes, please do that. Please do that. If you haven't joined our Discord, join our Discord. What else am I missing?
Go get some subs. Check out Tailgater.
Yeah. Go on Tailgater, get your tickets for the Baltimore beatdown. and go get your tickets for East 32 Dolphins tailgate for all the home games in Miami. If Tua fails, Skyler still ain't the guy. LOL. They're going to line up to get Lamar so fast, Andre Diaz said. Let's go. Let's go, Andre Diaz. Look, I don't agree or disagree with that right now. Right now, I just know that he's the guy. By the way, Alex, you're going to have to make it up to me. You fell asleep on my show. What does that say about my show that you fell asleep on my show?
Is he in the chat?
I don't know if he's in
or
the
is he
chat.
still sleeping?
He might be still sleeping for all we know. But I feel some type of way.
We're going to have a one-on-one with Alex tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or a two-on-one.
What do you think the punishment should be for Alex? Alex deserves to be punished for this.
I don't know. I need to hear the reason first. You know?
No, I don't know if I want to take into a reason.
If he was up watching...
I want to be petty.
If he was up watching...
I'm not even a petty guy. I want to be petty.
If he was up watching House of Dragons or something, we need a better excuse. But if he's out there take care of his family, it is.
I got family too. I'm here every morning. What you want? Make him snore before every comment. Rick Barr said. Shout out to Rick. This is Clock Blockers. Matter of fact, this is a Miami Sports Music Podcast Network
Let's
production.
start moving.
This is the #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers.
You know, I do that at my house
Blockers.
now. Every time I say this, I'm like, this.
Yes. Tomorrow's Thursday. It will be the final show of the week. We'll be back tomorrow for Throwback Thursday. I still think it's hilarious. My final thought of the day is I think it's hilarious that Coach Belichick, Coach Cheatriot, is bringing the New England Patriots in on Sunday or Monday for the week so they can get acclimated to the South Florida heat.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Freaking hilarious. I don't think it's going to make you any better.
This is where you need.
It's going to give you any
This
more
is
of
where
a
you
chance.
gotta reach out to these Miami schools. Anybody who has a field, be like, don't rent your field out.
Yeah, I want to know what school rented out their field. That's ridiculous. What school did that? Well, that's what we need to find out. What school rented out their field to the New England Patriots? I feel some type of way about that school right now.
Yep.
What is their level of loyalty to the #1 Miami football team? Huh?
Yep. I bet they all got something in their book bag they got from the Dolphins.
Oh, FAU did? Wait, is that Andrevius' school, FAU? Or is it FIU that's his school?
I don't know.
Andrevius, which Lynn University, Cameron said. Lynn University. And Lynn University, matter of fact, Lynn.
We need to verify first.
Yeah, we need to verify. Do you know if that's true? Andrevius says FAU would never. Cameron, do you know if that's an accurate thing that Lynn is doing that? They're running out their school to the Patriots for the week? If so, we need to start a Twitter campaign saying, no, I don't. He doesn't know. Okay, all right. He doesn't know. All right. I was about to get Dolphins Twitter after them. We need to find out where the Patriots are practicing. I need everybody to go do undercover work.
I'm tweeting my guy.
We need to find out where are they practicing. And then once we find out and verify where they're practicing, we then need to get a Twitter campaign to that school. How dare they? How dare they?
Instead of starting on their own field preparation Wednesday and field Gillette Stadium, the Patriots will move to SOCIOS Fieldhouse.
SOCIOS Field House. That's at Gillette Stadium. You're on mute.
I don't know what this is. Once there, they will crank up the heat to best simulate the temperatures.
So they're not coming to Miami.
Yeah, that's from January though. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they've changed.
I want to know. And so all right. So everybody's got homework to do. We need to find out where the Patriots are practicing this coming up week. If it's true that they're practicing down here, and what school colluded with the Patriots, because this is ridiculous. I feel some type of way about that school.
If it was a Super Bowl, I get it.
Yeah, if it's a Super Bowl, that's one thing. We're talking about home field advantage for a reason, people. A reason. I feel some type of way. Hit the like button if you agree with me. 110 likes. That's my final thought of the day. FCJB says the principal probably is a Patriots fan. Yeah, Vince Fan 13 says, yeah, no school should accept a large amount of money to benefit their kids. How dare they? Well, whatever it is, we need to find out what it is and figure out if we can find somebody that can donate that amount to them.
Believe me, Miami in their local community donates lots of money to those schools.
While printing.
And if it's a college field,
they need to reach out to the strip clubs and make sure they're live next week. Make sure Chipke's got all the best people working there next week. Yes, no doubt. Steven, don't ignore me. What did you say? Stomach bug gate 2.0? Yes. Oh, no doubt. Poison the lunch food. I mean, nothing to hurt them. But, hey. No, I don't agree with that. That's not funny. That's not good. A little moldy bread never hurt nobody, right? I don't think so.
You need to text OJ that question, dude.
What?
Or Richmond Webb. Text one of them. Ask them where do the teams practice when they come to Miami.
Well, OJ might know, but if it's FAU, Andrevius, I need to know if it's FAU. How would you feel?
Is FAU a private institution or public?
They're a college, and they're HBCU, if I'm correct, right? FAU's HBCU, right?
I have no idea. Like, University of Miami is private, right?
Andrevius, how would you feel if it's FAU, Andrevius? We need to know. How would you feel? We're not an HBCU. Okay, all right, they're not. I'm sorry. How would you feel if FAU was the school, Andrevius? FAMU is. I'm sorry. Thank you, Clemente. I apologize. Got it wrong. I need to know what Andrevius thinks if it's FAU, though, because he's an out.
What are we talking? Who's talking about money taken away from kids? No, Steven's not going there, man.
It is what it is. Money is money.
See how people stretch it out to this like the most negative thing they can get out of it?
I know.
It makes me mad when people do that.
We're
having fun.
We're having fun. This is not serious, guys. And it doesn't matter. It's not going to help Belichick win anyway.
St. Thomas Aquinas.
That's where Jason Taylor coached for a while. Sure. All right, Miami Sports Music's number one Miami fan. You do the same thing with Tua, Roach, Omar Castro says.
I don't
know. I don't know. Whatever that Omar just said that.
I dog Tua. What is he talking about?
Yeah, I know.
I don't take his money.
You're a loser, baby. If I'm the Pats, I'm winning the school. I'm suing the school. All right, one more time.
It's like the fifth.
I just don't want to get out of here. I love you guys. I love all of you. I will see you all tomorrow. Right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network, home of the number one Miami fan morning Show. This is a Miami Sports Music Podcast Network production. This is the #1 Miami fan morning show. Turn it up. Clock Blockers. See y'all tomorrow, guys. Love you. I'll play your tweets in the background. Why'd you keep playing it?
I didn't stop playing. You yell at me.